Okay, alright. I'm way too excited for this, bro. Like, मुझे अभी क्या भी करना है इसको, तो I'm not gonna wait too much for viewers and stuff. Okay, if you come here, if you come join the stream, say hi. And if you have any questions about this, if you're joining this later, if you're watching the VOD later, like comment में बता देना मुझे कि कुछ भी questions हो, like कुछ ideas हो, you can always say that. मेरे Twitter वगैरह पर जाके मुझे DM कर सकते हो, like if you want to talk about something on Instagram as well. Links रहेंगी कहीं ना कहीं description पे. You can find it, I'm sure. YouTube पे रहेगी, but okay. I'm just gonna start this real quick. Okay. Music थोड़ा सा slower. And here we go. Hello Kilobyte, what's up? Hello Prime, how are you doing? So I'm just gonna join. I'm just gonna start this. Okay. तो मैंने actually दोनों नहीं देखे क्योंकि दोनों games नहीं देखे मैंने क्योंकि मैं scrims में था और busy था काफी, तो literally scrims अभी खत्म हुआ हमारे, तो Griffin Esports नहीं देखा मैंने, सारे games close जा रहे हैं. At least Icebox नहीं गया, but like बाकी के जितने भी games खेले हैं काफी close गए हैं इनके, तो I don't think कि जी बहुत खराब खेली है. काफी ऐसा बोल रहे हैं like community में कि जी बहुत खराब खेली है, but like these teams aren't exactly that bad, you know. It's coming close, though I don't think they must have played terribly, but I just want to look at what's going on. जी का Icebox मैं बहुत अच्छे से देख चुका हूँ, पर तो कुछ भी नए changes होंगे तो I can spot that early. पुराना ही कॉम्प चल रहा है इनका, भी चेंबर वगैरह कुछ इंक्लूड नहीं किया इन्होंने, तो I think काफी नॉर्मल सा जी गेम देखने मिलेगा अपने को. Let's just start with that.
अब देखना होगा कि किस तरह से स्टार्ट होने वाले आइसबॉक्स के सबसे पहले मैप की देवी और सचनो ग्लोबल ई-स्पोर्ट्स वर्सेस फैंसी यूनाइटेड.
RG का लोगो लगा देना चाहिए. There we go. Nice. Alright, so pistol से देखूंगा मैं. Hello Prime. Nice. Kilobyte, how are you doing, bro? कैसा चल रहा है सब चीज? Seriously, okay. Okay. तो जी के बारे में मुझे काफी मुझे एक कंप्लेन ही आती है बार-बार कि जी जिस दिन रॉसी चलता है उस दिन जी नहीं चलती. सॉरी, जिस दिन रॉसी चलता है उस दिन जी चलती, जिस दिन रॉसी नहीं चलता उस दिन जी का कुछ नहीं होता. पर्सनली मैंने देखा कि काफ़ी गेम्स में स्किल्स वगैरह मेकअप कर लेते हैं, बट रॉसी का तो आई कैन अग्री 100%. बहुत ज़्यादा कंसिस्टेंट इशू है. और अगर जी में कोई भी देखता है इस चीज़ को, लाइक ऑनेस्टली अगर ये बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है, सारे प्रोफेशनल्स को आती है स्पोर्ट्स में, कंसिस्टेंसी का इशू बहुत मेजर इशू है, राइट. पहले तो फिलोसॉफिकल फिक्स करना पड़ता है, जो कि आई थिंक रॉसी अंडरस्टैंड्स कि प्रोफेशनल लेवल पे किस हिसाब से खेलना रहता है, किल्स पे नहीं खेलना है, टीम वर्क ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, राइट, काम माइंडेड होना ज़रूरी. बट मेजर एक्चुअल कंसिस्टेंसी अगर आपकी टीम में आपके प्लेयर्स को चाहिए तो यू नीड टू लुक आउटसाइड ऑफ द गेम. आपको यू विल हैव टू एक्चुअली टेक केयर ऑफ दीज गाइज शेड्यूल. पहली चीज़ सेम टाइम पे उठें, सेम टाइम पे सोएं, 8 hours of sleep, खाना वगैरह, like you have to be really careful of like what kind of nutrients they're having, coffee habits क्या हैं, गेम बिना खाए तो नहीं खेल रहे हैं, या फिर मे बी लेट्स से 2 से 3 घंटे बिना कुछ खाए खेल रहे हैं अगर गेम, तो कंसिस्टेंसी इश्यूज आएंगे 100%. यू नीड टू मेक श्योर कि आपके प्लेयर्स मेंटली और फिजिकली रेडी रहे खेलने के पहले. ये चीज़ जनरली एक मैनेजर का जॉब रहता है, टीम मैनेजर का. तो you should probably pay attention to this if you want to fix like the Rossi consistency issue, या फिर कोई सी भी टीम में किलोबाइट तेरी टीम में भी, तो it's the same deal. एक बार वो फिक्स हो गया तो then we can kind of rely on GE being generally consistent throughout. But let's see, Kappa and skills were GE's best player in APAC. Yeah, Kappa really. Kappa का मुझे काफ़ी टाइम से ऐसा लगता है कि बहुत बार कैरी नहीं कर पाता अपना रोल. लाइक कि पर्सनली मैं सोचता हूँ कि एक सोवा प्लेयर को जिस हिसाब से खेलना चाहिए, गेम पे पूरा मैप कंट्रोल होना चाहिए, लाइक रोटेशंस वगैरह एकदम परफेक्ट. मतलब सोवा प्लेयर को पूरे टाइम दूसरी टीम क्या कर रही है, ही शुड नो दैट इन हिज हेड, राइट. और कापा का मुझे नहीं लगता ऐसा. कापा की कुछ चीज़ें बहुत अच्छी, जैसे इसकी शॉक डार्ट्स वगैरह एकदम परफेक्टली टाइम्ड होते हैं, पर लाइक सेटअप्स लाइनअप्स बहुत पता है कापा को. बट एक जो गेम सेंस की बात होती है वो मुझे लगता है कि कापा कैन इम्प्रूव ऑन दैट अ लॉट. We'll see. Yeah, performance coach, team manager, yeah, generally they would work this. Damn, okay. I'd love to see that. Okay. तो ठीक है, we saw like we see like कैसे start होता है. Okay, एक चीज़ पहली कि KO यूज़ कर रहे हैं ये लोग. मैं कुछ नहीं बोलूँगा, हम we're trying, but KO is an interesting pick. Especially okay, तो क्या हुआ है अभी गेम में कि जो नए चेंजेस आए हैं आइसबॉक्स पे, उसके कारण सेज थोड़ी सी वीक हो गई है इस मैप पे. जो चोक्स वगैरह ब्लॉक करती थी सेज, they don't work anymore. तो नाउ एक ये वाला एजेंट खुल गया है, और एक फिर किलजॉय भी खुल गया चेंबर आने के बाद. तो किलजॉय का जनरली काम रहता है डिफेंस पे मिड वगैरह से रोटेशंस रोकने का, यहाँ पर एक किचन में सेटअप लगाने का. और स्पेशली किलजॉय स्ट्रॉन्ग रहती है एज बॉक्स पे, क्योंकि अटैक के टाइम पे अगर टर्रेट पीछे लगी हुई है, राइट, तो काफ़ी किसी को पीछे नहीं देखना पड़ता. तो ए साइड अटैक्स काफ़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग हो जाते हैं, क्योंकि नाउ अटैक विद 5 पीपल इंस्टेड ऑफ 4. जनरली इसलिए यूज़ किया जाता है किलजॉय को. दोनों चीज़ें चेंबर अच्छे से कर सकता है अपने ट्रैप से, और उसके बाद देन यू हैव पिक पोटेंशियल, जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा नेसेसरी है मैप खेलने के लिए, राइट. जनरली अगर डिफेंस खेल रहे हो तो ए साइड पे से पिक्स निकालना दे आर एसेंशियल. इस गेम में मिड से पिक्स निकालना, मे बी आगे जाकर डिफेंस पे पिक्स निकालना बहुत ज़रूरी. तो हैविंग अ चेंबर इज़ रियली रियली गुड. Hey Dash, what's up? Kappa outperformed himself in APAC both in terms of fragging and supporting his teammates. I'd love to see that, man. क्योंकि मैं बहुत टाइम से कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, मतलब I've been hoping कि this guy fixes his macro like game sense issues. If it's there, then that's really nice to see. Anyway, तो comps के बारे में बात कर रहे थे अपन. तो Killjoy को अपडेट कर दिया जाता है अभी most teams में Chamber से, क्योंकि Chamber just does the job better. Win condition लाने के लिए map पे, and then now you can replace the Sage with something else, which is what these guys are trying. This is nice. They're not running a single duelist. I would not recommend that honestly. एक Jet और Reyna होनी चाहिए defense पे. Worst case एक Raze भी चलेगी, but एक कोई pick potential के लिए एक ऐसा duelist होना चाहिए थोड़ा जो aggressive खेल सके. I wouldn't recommend doing this. But Omen be stronger. So if they did like either Omen or KO instead of Sage, I would have been fine. On its own, इससे area lock होगा. These guys can play aggressive, but again वहीं पे ये फंसता है पूरा comp कि aggressively अच्छे से नहीं खेल सकते ये लोग, क्योंकि agent composition उतना अच्छे से नहीं support करता. Okay. तो ये वाली वॉल करते हैं शुरू में, राउंड के शुरू में ही अगर ये वॉल आ रही है तो जी कैन काइंड ऑफ रीड दिस कि ऐसी वॉल जनरली क्यों यूज़ होती है. मिड से ऑरेंज की तरफ पुश करने के लिए यूज़ होती है ये वाली वॉल, राइट. तो यू कैन काइंड ऑफ टेल ऑलरेडी, पर थोड़ी यहाँ पर इन्फो लेना ज़रूरी हो जाता है इस वॉल के कारण. अदरवाइज नथिंग एल्स. बेसिक डिफ़ॉल्ट चल रहा है इनका, एकदम स्टैक नहीं किया ना उन्होंने ये साइड के आके. इनफैक्ट ऐसा नहीं लग रहा कि ये साइड पर जाएंगे लोग. बी साइड पुश करने का प्लान है मोस्ट लाइकली. जी ने भी स्टैक नहीं किया है कहीं पर, एंड that's fine. think it's pretty standard way to play this. दोनों टीम्स डिफॉल्ट कर रही हैं, कोई गैम्बल नहीं है. I'm not a big fan of not gambling. Generally आपको you should थोड़ा दूसरी टीम का गेम प्ले देख लेना चाहिए और उसके बाद फिर गैम्बल करना चाहिए। जनरली रीटेक्स हो
सबसे
जाते
पहले
हैं
मैप की देवी और सच ग्लोबल
पिस्टल
esports
राउंड्स में।
वर्सेस फैंसी यूनाइटेड पिस्टल राउंड
Alright,
स्टार्ट
let's
होने
see.
जा रहा है अब
Okay.
ग्लोबल esports हमको
Alright, तो ये अच्छा पुश है, लाइक स्किल्स का काफ़ी अच्छा पुश है। यहाँ पे इन्फो निकालना बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है। Alright, बी पे कांटेक्ट ले लिया अपन ने, इस साइड पे भी काफ़ी अग्रेसिव, ऑनेस्टली काफ़ी डिसेंट अभी, एंड मतलब स्टार्ट बहुत
पहली
अच्छा
साइड पे
किया है
नजर
जी
आती
ने,
हुई इस बार ए
काफ़ी मैप
साइड पे
कंट्रोल
उतना
है।
अग्रेशन
दिस इज रियली गुड। अच्छा लॉन्ग बॉट है, पर जनरली तब डालना चाहिए जहाँ पर पहले से स्मोक आ गया हो। राइट, ओपन में डालेंगे तो इट डजंट वर्क। अलार्म बॉट का पॉइंट ये रहता है जब यहाँ पर पुश आए तब अपन मारे, ना कि यहाँ की इन्फो निकाले अपन। तो
नहीं
आई
दिखाया
थिंक
काफा
दैट्स अ
फेज
लिटिल
अपनी तरफ
बैड।
चेक करने गए थे बट बी की तरफ काफी हेवी प्रेजेंस फैंसी यूनाइटेड की
Just default चल रहा है अभी attackers का, they're not really doing anything. It's just playing for picks or something, I don't know. This is not good. अभी जी ने थोड़ा सा info निकाला A main का, but like they dropped all of this area again. तो वापस repush आता है तो they don't have enough players to, you know, like play with this. और I don't know why Viper हटा दिया है इन्होंने अपने comp में से. I wouldn't recommend, honestly speaking. वाइपर पे इस नर्फ्स आए हैं पर इतने कम नर्फ्स नहीं आए कि हटा दिया जाए उसको entirely. Like the only nerf that's relevant is wall और orb को दोनों साथ में नहीं रख सकते, which is not that bad honestly. Like you don't keep the orb up and the wall up at the same time most of the time. I don't think they should be playing Omen here. And if you want to play Omen, play it with the Viper.
ऐसे सिचुएशन में
Okay, nice aggression. यहाँ पर से HP एक बार देख लेते हैं अपन की, थोड़ा सा टैग हुआ है सोआ और थोड़ा सा रॉसी भी टैग हो चुका है, but he has a dig in his hand, sheriff, so it doesn't matter. Hello Kavya.
स्पाइक ए के ही बाहर है अभी के लिए शायद डिसीजन हो सकता है कि ऐसे धीरे धीरे
Okay.
पीछे मूव करते रहे एक बार बी को जस्ट थोड़ी देर के लिए देखना था समझना था एंड देन दे आर जस्ट गोना गो टू द ए साइड एंड उसी चीज की कोशिश है स्पाइक उठा करके जाया
Yeah, I did. You can go back in the stream and like go over this, right? Like I covered like Omen कैसा है, like honestly मैं फटाक से बता देता हूँ, Omen is good, but run it with the Viper. Don't run it solo, I would say. So I don't think G को replace कर देना चाहिए, but otherwise it's fine. Omen, Brim, again both are fine if you're running it with the Viper, क्योंकि अब Sage इतनी weak हो गई है कि उसको थोड़ा सा replace किया जा सकता है Icebox पे. मैप चेंजेस के बाद Sage weak हो गई, ऐसा नहीं कि उसको कुछ nerfs आए हैं ऐसा. Yeah, niche plays, but wait, Omen, like verticality काफी है this map with Omen can work. This is pretty good. I don't think he should be connecting the third one, like you know, दो picks आ जाती हैं उसके बाद थोड़ा सा, we're playing at 78 HP, let's just fall back, you know. Let's play. Yeah, we don't need that kind of domination like this early, but it's fine.
अच्छे पिक्स निकाल चुके हैं yes I can
This is good.
बिल्कुल
Like वापस से repeat करना is fine, but generally मैं recommend करूँगा 2 kills निकालने के बाद third chain नहीं करना चाहिए इतनी HP पे, especially armor वगैरह नहीं हो
सामने
तो.
इसके रॉसी 78 एचपी पर yes I
Yeah,
can
this is just pressure. Just play a little smarter.
up front डैमेज हुआ है उनको साइड के
With obvious A push है, and at this point, like you guys, like Fancy can't really go in and make a plant or anything. You know, it's already done. There have been यहाँ पर pinch कर दिया है इनको SK Rossi ने और A पे पूरा rotation आ गया. You can't really win after this. I'm just gonna skip through this. There's not much to see there. Alright.
एम होगा बस इतना ही बोल
I'm gonna turn off this commentary. It's not helping much. Same wall, तो ये ऐसा हो सकता है कि ये Fnatic जैसी टीम है जिनकी same wall रहती है. Maybe this wall is better now क्योंकि ये वाला wall का default change हो गया हो, maybe. Right? तो mid pressure wall है ये, जैसे generally यहाँ पर B side pressure wall रहती है. Default wall अगर कोई Viper को सिर्फ single wall करनी है पूरी game में, तो single walls का obviously फायदा ये रहता है कि the other team cannot really figure you out, you know. कि let's say if I use this wall, okay, A attack is coming probably. If I use this wall, B attack is coming probably. So just using the same wall every round on attack just helps you to be a little bit, you know, mysterious about the game. Icebox KO, honestly, I think बहुत ज़्यादा strong pick है. It's just learning how to play KO on this map is really really difficult क्योंकि flashes कब connect होंगे कब नहीं होंगे is a very like बहुत बहुत difficult है ये check करना, right? काफ़ी बार ऐसा हो सकता है कि मैंने यहाँ पे flash फेंका A side पे and it just किसी ने dodge कर दिया और वापस repeat करके मार दिया मुझे, right? otherwise KO again is insane क्योंकि knife और art से इतना ज़्यादा फायदा होता है. Like even the molly is really strong. I think he's a very fantastic agent here. I really want to see like good KO gameplay here. Let's see, what do they do? Okay, just a normal peek. Like he's just playing as a okay. I think these guys like they're just running KO as a duelist. You know, he's doing most of the entry and stuff, which I don't recommend honestly. He's a support agent. You know, it's like using Phoenix for entry but worse. Okay, so I would not recommend doing this. It's like KO का best actually usage had जैसे CS:GO में flashes आते थे ना like कोई spawn से बैठ कर यहाँ का flash दे रहा है pop flash दे रहा है जब players entry कर रहे हैं. That's the top tier KO play. I don't think as a duelist you wanna play KO as an entry. Definitely keep him second entry or third entry. ठीक है, I mean triple peek on Esquirossi obviously is gonna die. Golu should wall this off faster. काफी late wall है ये तो it can break. Otherwise this play is fine. Obviously expected रहेगा but he still gets advantage here. This is fine. He can re-peek, perfect, and he dies. That's fine. Skills काफी aggressive खेल रहा है. Skills shouldn't be playing this far up. Like इतना ज़्यादा gap है, right? इधर तो either you play together, like double up होके खेलो, या फिर just let this guy buy as much time as possible, right? Get as many kills as he can, just anchor and die, and then you should group up with everyone else and then fight. Because अब अगर skills मर जाता है तो then all of this area is gone. So skills should have some a little bit more patience here. Yeah, you can't possibly double up here, right? Like skills can't really support like Golu from the yellow push. This is pretty shit. I'm gonna turn off my music. I'm not feeling it too much. Okay. Alright, so yeah, skills dies here. Gets traded. I mean, he gets a. Honestly, if he kills the Omen, it's pretty solid so far. Um, okay, yeah, this should be BMVZ's kill. Bertika. I mean, Kappa ne pakad liya, it's nice. 2v2, not bad, honestly. काफी advantage आ गया defense पे. Honestly speaking, ऐसा नहीं देखना चाहिए game 2v2 अगर force किया है अपन ने like अगर दूसरी team ने force किया है, right? But if these guys won the round, they should still have more armor, more better guns and stuff, right? So if it's coming to this, it's not a very nice place to be in. HPs भी थोड़ी सी weak है अपनी. Kappa is a little low. Round can go anywhere. They have mid control. These guys have B main control. इनको पता नहीं है कि कितने लोग हैं side पे, तो they're being very like careful about this. काफी problem आ रही है इनको push करने के. So they're just trying to push at a decent time, which is now, I suppose. So this guy's gonna hold the SOA far back. You get a plant for free. Okay, drone बचा हुआ है, तो you can get information with drone. I would suggest कि अगर double up है, पता है कि SOA है इधर, तो अगर पीछे का पूरा क्लियर कर सकते हैं डबल अप होके तो that's nice. ड्रोन से तो वैसे भी रीटेक करना ही है, तो it's the drone right now is just as it's less useful than droning, let's say like 5 seconds later. So like यहाँ पर टैग भी हो जाता है, she can't follow up, like अगर क्या पर टैग हो जाता है तो she can't just wide swing and kill him because Hell Ranger might be there to trade. So right now is the time to collect information. This information is not really valuable. All right, so you have your smoke going on. Oh, no smoke. All right. Okay, some information. This is pretty shit, but Kappa survives that somehow. He doesn't kill him for some reason. I don't know why. But okay. This guy should play time. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he's contesting this guy. Like, abhi challenge nahi karna chahiye. Time khelna chahiye usko, but he's not playing time. Um, I'm not too happy about the gunplay. Like काफी weird से decisions हैं दोनों teams की तरफ से. Um, Yeah, bro. I don't know what this is supposed to do. Okay, so he's put like both of the traps here, so no one can actually ever cross. Usually you would just keep like one trap here, like further back. So someone who's not paying attention gets tagged. It's just getting information. But this is just like a heavy block. Okay, yeah, if anyone tries to even remotely go behind here, this guy will catch it. प्रॉब्लम विद दिस इज कि दोनों अगर यहाँ पे लगा दिए सपोज ऐसा होता है कि लेट गेम इनको किचन उठाना पड़ा या फिर ऐसा कुछ करना पड़ा तो पॉकेट में एक नहीं रहेगा इनके पास ट्रैप तो मैप कंट्रोल लेट गेम अच्छा नहीं रहेगा पर लाइक ऐसा सेटअप है तो these guys have to hard push on A side. um let's see, that's fine. That's kind of weird. Coffee late push it up. I'm just gonna go back a little bit. Right, तो TPUI यहाँ पे these guys know that these guys are through already. इसके बाद अगर इसकी वॉल आ रही है गोलू की तो I don't know what he's thinking. काफी लेट खेल रहे हैं ये लोग. Bad rotate. काफी poor reaction है. Like, I mean, this is not a time to put a wall up, right? Like, you should have your gun out. You can't really blame Kappa for not being able to trade this, or to keep him alive. Let's look at this pick. He can't just white peak with him. Both of them die in that case. Yeah, I mean, so Kappa gets a trade, which is okay. I mean, but it's not nice that he has a wall up here. It doesn't really do much anyway. Um, okay, not a fan of how GE is playing this. So honestly speaking, अगर कोई सी भी team को if you watch Gambit playing or any team like playing that a high tier Icebox, how you're supposed to play is you play a bit aggressive, try to get a pick, and then you fall back behind rafters, right, usually, and then you try to retake the site. You don't drop the entire site. Generally, like screen stuck का area नहीं चाहिए, rafter stuck का ज़रूरी रहता है cover लेना. And then you fall back, and then you try to stop the plant from under rafters or whatever. Or जैसे ही plant आता है, then you try to do a full retake, immediate retake. Maybe with a flank, maybe without a flank. It doesn't matter too much. But GE decides to, one, play really, really passive positions from the beginning, put a wall at a weird time, um, gets one trade. Rossi's trying to peek rafters, but it's a little too late. Yeah, so it's too late again. Like, this rafter peek should be coming in during their entry, but he's peeking into the people who have already moved onto the side. So obviously someone's gonna mark him. Hello, Realm. Hello, Nalan. Ram कैसी है अभी टीम? Like, what review वगैरह उसके बाद, how are these guys doing? It could change his team में. Post plant is fine, honestly. You shouldn't play here for post plant. I mean, but this is okay. 3v2, you don't want to risk it by playing here. Just let them come in, play time. You have numbers already, so not much to watch here. They're just gonna play time, and skills and Hellranger decide that saving an op and a rifle is more important than trying to win this round, which is a good idea, honestly. This was their bonus from what I remember. I'm not sure if they bought or not, but anyway, saving an op and rifle here instead of trying to win against four people is definitely the play here. All right, I'm gonna skip this round. All right, okay. So fast attack on A side coming again. Thing is, I've seen GE play Icebox, and they understand the concept of playing A side aggressive and falling back. And in fact, they're really good at it. Like, I'm talking about like last time they ran for VCT. Before playoffs, I mean, they played this like really really well, especially like जब LAN पे गए थे, I think in LAN नहीं, sorry, Southeast Asia पे गए थे, Chennai boot camp पे last time. They played it like so well. I don't know why they're changing it up now, but I don't know. It's only been 3 rounds, so I can't tell much. Okay, एक rifle or एक op. This is pretty standard, pretty good. Okay. Generally, you want to have the rifler away. Take a B-side पे रख रखा है rifler को. Escarossi को, they should play him in positions where he can actually get picks early round, right? So playing far back is not a very good idea. Maybe यहाँ पर खिलाना चालू करना चाहिए. Maybe इधर, right? थोड़ा सा cover दे दे के, right? किसी और को, let's say स्किल्स के पास एक डिग पड़ी है, राइट? तो मे बी हेडशॉट बॉक्स पे इसको डिग से इसको बेल्ट पकड़ा दिया, right? And then this guy can get a pick earlier and then fall back, right? Really, you have five rifles against you. You have an op and a rifle. You want to drop some of these rifles before you actually have to fight as a team. Obviously, that's the play, right? And they haven't done that yet, so they're not playing that way either. So I mean, obviously, if these guys decide to push A site, एकदम dry push to करेंगे नहीं, right? Like nobody's just gonna walk into SK Rossi's crosshair, right? Like you will use a drone to enter, you will use some utility, and it's easy to remove this position. Uh, okay, they're stacking the same smoke for some reason. It's a little unfortunate. Um, I see. Okay. So problem with these trips, like I said before, is कि अब plan अगर change हो गया है इस side का. Now these are not very useful क्योंकि अगर A का flank आता है, then these are fine. But अगर mid का flank आता है, तो then they can't watch it, so they always have to play one guy in on YouTube. It's so blur. I don't think they have a YouTube broadcast. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. I'm gonna put it on a BRB screen, and I'll try to change the WOD if it's blurry. Okay, VCT APAC Challengers. Okay, I think I found it. It's 2-1-118. All right, I think that should be it. Okay, yep. थोड़ा सा और change करूँगा मैं stream में. Thanks, by the way. Dil se Radiant, thank you. Yeah, that should be a lot better. Okay, here we go. All right, so 118 bit अपन थोड़ा. Okay, so this is where we started. All right. So again, same चीज हो गई कि now these are there to watch a flank on A side. Someone has to play mid, which is honestly not that bad, but it limits your options, which I'm not a big fan of. Mm, As a rule, थोड़ी सी आवाज कर रहा है A के बाहर, तो rotation जा नहीं सकता अभी कापा का. This recon, however, like यहाँ पर आवाज करने का कोई मतलब नहीं अगर if you're gonna enter with the recon and a knife, you know. What you're supposed to do on Icebox, अगर B का execute करना है या फिर B push करना है चार लोगों के साथ B main से, you want to take this much area without making any noise. Like group कर लो इस area में चार लोगों को, and then use utility to clear back of yellow and then execute onto the side. Right, अभी यहाँ से अपन ने बता दिया, यहाँ से इन लोगों ने बता दिया, right, जो भी यहाँ पर खेल रहा है वाइपर या ओमन बी में भी खेल रहा है, like he'll start using his utility early. He'll stop you, and if anyone's playing mid or maybe even screens, they have enough time to rotate and assist this defense. So not a very good idea to play like this. What's up? What's up, Rude? REUD, Rude. Okay, that's a pretty cool name. But okay, now they're trying to execute. I don't know what what the observer is showing me, but okay, they're trying to execute here on B site, and this is a very good chance for G to get some kills on them. Yeah, Rossi is playing really aggressive. This is what he should be doing, and that's a double fake, which is very, very weird. Again, this rotation should have come in, but these guys didn't fall for it. They're like Global Esports didn't fall for this fake. Um, and Kappa and Hell Ranger, sorry, yeah, Kappa and Golo are still sticking here, which is nice for G. They can just hold this. I think at least get a kill or two. Kappa has a good position for a shorty. Wouldn't recommend playing shorty, but it's fine. That's pretty solid for having a classic. Honestly, that's the most you can do. It's pretty solid. Kappa gets a kill. Fantastic. Um, you can't expect more than this from these guns. Not only are you getting information on a site, but you're also stopping the push with a classic and a fucking shorty. It's really really good. And there's a full rotation coming in. That's pretty standard, pretty solid. 30 seconds remaining, by the way, so you can just stack A site now because 30 second में you can't just rotate and go ahead and plant on B. That's not gonna happen. Full rotation आ जाना चाहिए I think इधर. Hellranger को भी rotate कर लेना चाहिए honestly speaking क्योंकि guns नहीं है हमारे पास. Again, right? तो अगर retake करना है या fights लेनी है तो we need your rifle here. Mm, okay. Alright, pretty solid pick. Okay, that's fine. Decent trades for GE again. Fantastic. Um, I don't know. That should be plenty. More than enough. Beautiful. Okay. So you play shitty eco, like you save an op and a rifle. You make maximum use of it. So not too bad at all. I would play Askerosi in very aggressive off angles. ऐसा नहीं कि op को आगे बिठा के I'm making him peek the other team. Just play in an aggressive off angle that is not expected too much. Get a pick and then fall back. Get that numbers early advantage early, right? So if an execute comes to your side, then you are well prepared at least in numbers. Hello, Amber. How are you doing, bro? Think Overwatch 2 can revive the game? Um, I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. It's a fantastic game, but it's just in the wrong hands, I think. Um, Actually, जब Overwatch launch हुआ था, like it had more hype than Valorant has right now. The game has seen its peak like very, very early on, and like it has been just dying, and people just don't believe in the devs anymore. So that's the key problem. Even if people come back to play it, just for a bit of nostalgia, developers पे बिल्कुल भरोसा नहीं रह गया है players को. Nobody thinks that the devs are capable of balancing the game, keeping it fun. Changes भी बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है. 6 players से 5 players कर दिया है उस game को, but that's not much. I mean, I think it's a good change, but I don't think it's much. Um, but yeah, it's not just the game isn't just updated enough to call it Overwatch 2, and the devs are not trustworthy yet. That's what I think. But maybe over time they might be able to revive it. Be nice for them to do it. All right, 3-1. मैं थोड़ा fast करने की कोशिश करूँ because I want to see their defense on another map as well. I'll finish this fast as well. All right, the basic default they're trying to play for B site. Pretty standard push from Rossi. Gets flashed, turns around, and gets a kill. This is really difficult to do on an op. On a rifle, like playing anti-flash is very, very easy. But being able to do this while flashed that takes talent. So he gets tagged. They know his position, right? They counter util him with a flash, right? This man does not move, just looks away and somehow gets a kill and like stays alive for 11. If he dashes out here, that's insane. But there's no room to dash out, so it sucks. But still, not the best way to play it. That's the thing. Another thing is like if you're gonna be playing ops and stuff, you have to expect drone pushes coming in from the other team, right? Obviously, these guys know G likes to run an op and they have an op right now, right? So you have to be careful of that. This is okay, but I wouldn't say this is an economical trade. Like this is bad for GE and good for fancy esports. Voice is low. I'll try to increase it a bit. Okay, okay. Let me see. OBS pay I have it increased, but let me check if I can do it somewhere else. Hold on. Okay, okay. Tell me if I can increase it here. Give me 1 second. Minus sound devices. Hmm. So mic volume is really, really high. It's everything, like everywhere, it's pretty high. I might have to boost it in OBS. So I'll try to do that. It's fine now. Okay. I'll just keep my mic closer to my mouth in that case. Okay. To G versus GFN also next. I'll try to do it, but I don't know if I have enough time. Rolling out Overwatch 2 now is pretty late since a lot of the Overwatch player base has switched to other games. Honestly thinking, yeah, I mean it is kind of late. Like they should have rolled it out early, but honestly they were working on making the game better, and that takes time. I think they're releasing it too early. Like मुझे लग रहा है कि थोड़ा और wait करना चाहिए इनको क्योंकि जैसे Valorant release होता है, right? So the hype dies after a year, 2 years, 3 years usually. 3 साल बाद थोड़ी सी hype थोड़ी कम होती है, right? And because the game starts, even it doesn't matter how much you change the game, like it starts becoming boring a little bit, right? This is a good time to introduce a new player in the market. ASMR stream, okay, fuck. Well, this is the best I got. Like, I'd rather have you hear my breath. But anyway, I was saying कि थोड़ा सा और वेट करते हैं अगर तो Valorant और इन एक अच्छा पॉइंट रहता है आगे जाकर गेम को रिलीज करने का जब ज़रूरत रहे मार्केट में. राइट नाउ Overwatch 2 की ज़रूरत नहीं है गेम में, लाइक पूरे मार्केट में. So I think they're releasing it too early if they're releasing it now. Okay, so again, it's a decent trade for these guys. Low HP here. Healers नहीं है. I think that's fine by the way. नहीं होना healers का, it's okay. I don't think Valorant में ज़रूरत पड़ती है ज़्यादा. High tier पे at least. You can still play like for example अगर एक player की HP बहुत कम है, you can pair him up with another player and just have this guy play the second contact. कि मैंने fight ढूंढी, right? I start the fight and you can come in as a second peak and we can still get numbers advantage. Like मैं tank कर लूंगा तेरे लिए, but you can still get a pick. So I don't think you need to have healers, but that's pretty low HP. So that's concerning. They can still attack A site pretty easily. Rotates अभी नहीं आ रहे हैं, repositioning नहीं आ रही है. Hmm. G is playing fine again, honestly speaking कि थोड़ा सा इनको information होना चाहिए A का. अगर A का नहीं है तो then Kappa should be using a drone now. He doesn't have a drone either. He needs to get information here as soon as possible. Okay, like they need information of this place. या तो recon से करे या drone से करे. अगर कुछ भी नहीं है तो then you need to push with through tube. क्योंकि अगर इस rotation का information नहीं आता है then A is really in a dangerous position right now. This smoke is kind of weird. It's like it's just this is just a pressure smoke. It doesn't do anything, because there's no one behind you. So ऐसा होता है अगर कि maybe एक लड़का ने जाकर वापस rotate करने की कोशिश की तो it will take him time to cross this. Just give him the gun and bait him easy as fuck. Yes. I'm not sure what these guys are doing, like sitting outside of yellow. So एक चीज जो yellow में major जो change हुआ है, right? Like कि थोड़ा सा adjust हो गया yellow को. I can do this a little bit better. Let me pick up map zoom. Sorry about that. Let me do this a bit better. All right. Okay. So yellow का जो change हुआ है अभी major, right? Artists say like they've done it straight. So what that does is like कि पीछे you can't play here anymore. Like you can't play 2 to 3 people here. Hello, Devesh. How are you doing, bro? Uh, Anyway, so you can't play here with like three people or four people hiding or even two people hiding. Like you can only keep one person here and maybe use him to throw some utility, maybe for a peek, but it's just not a good place to play anymore. You kind of have to take all of this area fast, you know. अब थोड़ा सा ऐसा हो गया आइस बॉक्स चेंजेस के बाद कि you want to cut this area off, like orange वाला पूरा area बंद करना है. पूरा जल्दी से साइड टेक कर लेना चाहिए जनरली. ये वाली वॉल्स की जगह ये वाली वॉल्स कर देंगे तो ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा आई थिंक. But you want to take the site fast. You can't sit here and clear the site like you used to before. That's what the maps are for. Like the map changes are for. But these guys haven't adopted to that yet. Like Fancy Esports hasn't adopted to that yet, which is a bit rough. So they're just executing this like there are no changes on the map. Right, so this is a pretty old way to attack Icebox. I wouldn't recommend it, you know. This push here is really really nice to be honest. From Omen. Let me look at this again. Sorry. Actually, no. They do what's the right thing to do is like they cut off this whole area and then they go for CT, which is what you're supposed to do after the changes. It's pretty nice. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. Yes, I can speak Hindi too. Yes. Pretty solid push from these guys. And yeah, now you need to check these corners. Like पहले नहीं करना पड़ता था, now you have to do check these corners while you're retaking. So it just seems like G hasn't really practiced on the new icebox quite well. Well, these guys have prepared for it fairly well. G के attack पे दिखेगा थोड़ा सा, I think. Okay, okay. All right, A side push. Classic A side push. Okay. इनकी जो normal wall आ रही थी mid वाली ये नहीं है तो man you can kind of bet कि A side ही आएगा. ऐसी situation में this kind of like a mid push is really really nice. I don't think A side पे इतना defense है. Hell Ranger अकेला नहीं उठा पाएगा most kills. You generally want to अगर A side पे अगर defend कर रहे हो तो generally एक या दो kills आ जाने चाहिए attack के पहले. And even if it calls for trades, let's say कि 2-2 का trade हो गया, then it's like a 3v3 and the attackers are planting on A side. It's a lot better than having five people alive on both ends and nobody is on the side, you know. You could be map control नहीं है, but 5v5 है. It's a lot worse position to be here. So better to make it 3v3 while getting some picks if another team is forcing A side. Mapatoma? Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that. भूल जाता हूँ मैं. Hopefully कुछ miss नहीं हो. I'm just gonna rerun this real quick. Okay, so again, fast A push. Um, yep. SK again. Rossi key positioning अच्छी. I think he should play a little bit more aggressive here. Really try to get a kill here. You know, क्योंकि late lurch से ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा इधर. This is fine. You can just TP out. No problems. काफ़ी अच्छा एग्जीक्यूट है लाइक यहाँ पर मॉलीज वगैरह आ रहे हैं. आई थिंक यहाँ पर भी कुछ यूटिल डालनी चाहिए इनको. एटलीस्ट एक स्मोक यहाँ पर एक मॉली में बी शॉक टार समथिंग राइट. बट ये पूरा खाली नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए अटैक के साइड पे because defenders can then peek. That's a bit rough. काफ़ी अच्छा फ्लैश है और मुझे लेने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. That's pretty nice. Generally लोग खेलते हैं यहाँ पर तो this is pretty standard, pretty decent. यहाँ पर जी को I think एंटा फ्लैश खेलना चालू कर देना चाहिए. Which is pretty simple कि एक प्लेयर को यहाँ पर बैठा दिया पीछे और जैसे ही फ्लैश आता है तो वो रिपीट कर लेगा. And this guy who is playing forward, he should play on utility more than anything. Recording? Reckoning कब जीत रहा है? अभी Gauntlet जीतेंगे ना? Gauntlet we are right now undefeated. एक बाय मिल गया but still undefeated. Okay, I'm just gonna watch this again. Take Ranger का position अच्छा है. He should be supported. Rossi supports him. Goes in, tries to get a kill. Pretty standard, like काफी अच्छा गन प्ले दोनों टीम की तरफ से. Standard trades आ रहे हैं यहाँ से. This is really good timing on Rossi, but unfortunate. निकल जाता है बाहर पर प्लांट नहीं हुआ तो that's nice. Awkward. How did he not die here? Hello? Detained है ये क्या? What the fuck? Okay, I don't know what I'm watching, bro. Okay, that was awkward. I can't make that any better. Communication gap, I guess. एक player detained it, last player detained it. They somehow managed to not communicate that. इतना एक्सेंट क्यों मार रहा है? बाहर से रह के आया हूँ मैं थोड़ा like I used to coach EU and NA for like 5+ years. तो इधर ही काम किया है मैंने यूरोप और नॉर्थ अमेरिका में. आई थिंक करीब 10, आई डोंट नो, कुछ 9 साल तक के बाहर एक्सपीरियंस रहा है मेरा, इसलिए नहीं नॉर्मल एक्सेंट नहीं बोल सकता, सॉरी. मोस्टली इंग्लिश बाहर ही सीखी है मैंने, तो I can't change that. Okay, all right, next round. Hmm. Okay, तो फिर डिफॉल्ट है इनका 3-3 डिफॉल्ट, alright, 3-3 पे डिफॉल्ट. Okay, इको राउंड जी. इको राउंड पे डिफॉल्ट करना आई वुड नॉट सजेस्ट, स्पेशली अगर ये वाली वॉल पहले ही अगर रीड कर लेते हैं. ऑनेस्टली थोड़ा भी गेम्स देखते हैं ना ये फैंसी का आइस बॉक्स पे, तो काफ़ी इजी रहता है इनको रीड करना. बट अगर ये वॉल है तो मिड स्टैक करना या फिर बी हैवी स्टैक करना इज अ लॉट बेटर कॉल देन ट्राइंग टू play a default on defense with no guns on your hands. एक एक काफ़ी अच्छा बेसिक सा प्लान रहता है. थोड़ा अपने गैम्बल लिया कि ऐसा वॉल है तो मे बी मिड पे काम ज़्यादा करेंगे, डिफॉल्ट रन करेंगे अटैक पे, राइट. तो वी ट्राई टू टेक सम एरिया कंट्रोल लाइक थ्रू मिड, फिर क्रॉस फायर अगर लगा देते हैं यहाँ पे शेव्स के थ्रू, तो आई थिंक इट वुड बी नाइस. रॉसी थ्रोइंग लिटिल बिट यस. पर अभी फॉर्म में तो खेल रहा है, ऐसा नहीं कि एकदम कचरा खेल रहा है वो. लाइक कचरा खेलते हुए देखा है रॉसी को. आई डोंट थिंक he's playing terribly. पर हाँ यहाँ पर कुछ communication. I don't know what happened that round, but okay. Hmm. Okay. All right. So again, default attack. ये push करा इन्होंने, which is, I mean, it's something, right? Like they're trying to make a play, and honestly, it's underfunded कि पूरी ब्यूटल नहीं डाल रहे हैं ये लोग जितनी डालनी चाहिए. हेल रेंजर को अगर पिक निकलवानी है यहाँ से, अच्छा प्ले है क्योंकि डिफॉल्ट कर रहे हैं तो यहाँ पे पुश कर सकता है अग्रेसिव, पर थोड़ा और यूटिल लगेगा इसको अगर पिक दिलानी है तो. आई थिंक दिस इज वेरी रफ. हेल रेंजर मरता है तो like again fancy can just play this time, right? They can just keep holding the same area, more people would push, and that's it. Like 1 minute remaining, 1 minute remaining. Now group up करेंगे कहीं पे जाके B या फिर A पे. Mostly इन्होंने पूरा round default पे ही निकाल दिया. Like they're just holding their spawn and G keeps pushing in to trying to get some picks. Um, you hate to see this, honestly speaking. Take up numbers and guns and you can just execute a side plant and just get away with it. There's nothing to see that. Like it's very standard. इतना aggression नहीं आना चाहिए G की तरफ से अलग अलग lanes पे से. I think like I said कि stack करके push करते हैं. I think that's very nice. All right, 3-4. Let's watch this. Take a काफी similar buy. Honestly, you can consider this a full buy. Replay. I don't want to watch that. It's a full buy. Okay. Again, standard wall लगाइए तो again, this wall is coming. If you're G, you know that they're not coming A side. Um, get some information on A fast and then fall back a little bit. Um, the setups, like I don't like G setups too much because like if this turret is, you're using this turret on what is it called, boiler. Um, wall up करके जाएंगे तो then your turret is not giving any information at all, like keep sticking to your alarm bot, पहले भी रख रहा था ये, यहाँ पे नीचे लगा देता है अगर under tube, तो I think that's pretty nice. uh, ऐसा honestly I don't think कि we're just bad in India. It's like अगर G का like last run देखोगे ना तुम, G has played at a very decent tier one, or I would say at least tier two European level or North American level. They have the capability to play this. Like last run जो था इनका VCT का जब गए थे ये चैंपियंस के पहले, they played insanely well. Like एकदम picture perfect. बिना बिना मेरी rank बहुत कचरा है. Don't ask that question. I don't play the game. I only coach. Anyway, but they are capable of playing at like a tier one level, and they're hungry to do that. I don't know what happens during these games. Like I don't know क्यों ऐसी गलतियां करते हैं. But I honestly think VLT, especially Enigma, जिस हिसाब से अभी prepare कर रही है अपने आप को, right? These three teams are up there. I don't think G is preparing that well as much as Enigma and VLT are trying. But I don't think he कचरा teams है India में. My real name is Gaurang. Okay, let me see. I think Rossi is the way he is because his overpeaking and G's general overpeaking wasn't punished in India. I don't understand that question, honestly. The way he is because his overpicking and G's general overpicking wasn't punished in India. I'm not sure. Like, I guess you're trying to say कि Rossi overpick इसलिए करता है क्योंकि उसकी personality है. That's fine, honestly. कि जितने भी top tier teams रहती हैं, पांच में से एक player you need him to be really aggressive, usually the jet player, right? इतना aggression इंडिया में punish नहीं हुआ है. I don't know honestly. I don't think इंडिया में इतना punishment मिलता है. That's fair. जितना ज़्यादा अपन साउथ ईस्ट एशिया के साथ स्क्रम करते हैं या फिर इवन यूरोपियन टीम्स के साथ अपन खेलते हैं तो लाइक ऐसे aggressions punish होते हैं. Understand something कि these teams like GE, even us, like GE, Enigma, VLT, these guys aren't practicing against Indians. Like ये लोग mostly Southeast Asian teams के साथ ही practice करते हैं. तो don't think कि we're locked in our region like in only in India. Mostly practice हमारी बाहर होती है. Even Radiant games जो भी मिलने हैं Southeast Asian servers पे ही मिलने हैं. Like Mumbai servers पे मिलते ही नहीं है games. तो you're playing the whole Southeast Asian region. Um, एक बार I think if these guys try to do like some Southeast Asia tours, maybe Singapore जाके, they should try to play Korean regions. I think VLT का भी plan है European region में play करने का. तब punishment ज़्यादा मिलेगा, I guess, but I don't think that's the reason. I think they're just trying like, cause it's 3-4, right? Like they're just trying to play a bit aggressive and get some picks and play off of that. Honestly, not a very smart idea, but that's pretty good. Uh, okay, we'll just go over the questions real quick. But here he gets punished a lot. Yeah, again, like I said, Southeast Asia के खिलाफ ही खेलते हैं ये scrims में, तो I don't think that's really the reason. I think over aggression is fine, honestly. Jet players, I think it's fine. तीन चार round के बाद, as a jet player, you should understand like what your limits are in this game. You should try to practice your aggression 4 to 5 rounds. Figure out कितना punishment कर रही है दूसरी team, and then the rest of the rounds you play smartly. GA has tried getting many coaches from outside. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is internally. But yeah, a good coach would help. Okay, so this push is okay. This white peak is okay, honestly. And काफी अच्छा punish आता है Rossi से. They know where to play. Like I said here, like aggressive खेलना चाहिए जब तक कि area cover नहीं हो जाता दूसरी टीम का. तो again, attackers should take this much area. यहाँ से execute डालना चाहिए इनको कि इतना area जो उठा ये जहाँ पर खेल रही है अभी जी, ये area उठाना चाहिए util के through कि यहाँ पर कुछ dart किया है इन्होंने, maybe flash करके jet dash करके peek लेते हैं. Of course, these guys don't have a jet, right? But this is where the util should be coming in. पर ये लोग यहाँ से ही चालू कर देते हैं येलो उठाने के लिए, but you don't need too much utility to clear yellow. um, so I mean these guys have adopted a little bit but not enough. एक pick आ गई and now they're just playing slow. Fancy काफी slow खेलते हैं, which is honestly काफी अच्छा matchup है क्योंकि जी बहुत ज़्यादा fast खेलती है generally speaking. अलग अलग teams अलग अलग pace पे खेलती है. You can kind of look at that. Group stage, do you think VLT can go big in group stage? Anything can happen, honestly. Uh, top two में आना is what matters, right? क्योंकि then you can go to the international stage, right? I don't know if VLT can make top two, but I think they can make top five. Honestly, it's not that bad. Were you an Overwatch coach or a player? I used to play. मैं IGL था जब मैं university में था Texas में. I played some collegiate. फिर उसके बाद I started coaching for like about 2 or 3 years. पूरा कंट्रोल कोच को दे देना चाहिए. I don't know man. कुछ टीम्स वो इंटरनल जो भी रहता है ना synergy teams का, it really depends from team to team. The same formula doesn't work for all teams. Does GE need a roster changes now? Yeah, they do. Honestly speaking, they do. Like it's not a good idea to keep running the same players over and over again. I I would say some players need to be removed, but I won't say their names. But they need to update the roster or at least try new players. Okay, so second peak coming in, trade खत्म हो गया. जो Oscar Rossi ने जो advantage लाया था, like it's gone already because you're overstaying your welcome here. Like एक pick निकल गया यहाँ से, now just you need to hold this angle. एक और pick निकाल दो जब plant लेने आते हैं, and that's more than enough for your defense. इतना aggressive खेलने की जरूरत नहीं है Hellranger को. But I think he's playing that aggressive because he thinks he can get a pick and then TP out. बोलूंगा तो cancel हो जाओगे. Yes. Yeah, I don't know why they're playing this aggressive. All you need to do is like जब plant होने जा रहा है, exactly जब plant होने जा रहा है. When they tap the spike, that's when you want to peek, you know, and you don't want to peek. That's when you want to use your utility, right? तो तब तुम्हारे पास ऑप्शन है कि कट ऑफ कर दे ये वाला मूव जो रहता है सीटी जाने का, तब यूटिल यूज करके पहले से ही पीक दे रहे हैं. Like we're just dying for no reason, and that's like all the advantage is gone at this point. Plant हो गया है, and I mean, they're not in a terrible position, but now like see that they're doing a 2v3 retake. You know, तीन लोग अभी दूसरी team के they're active, and one guy from GE is just literally just falling back and like he's not even in the fight. This post plant is not nice. Again, yellow के पीछे दो लोग नहीं खेल सकते हैं post plant. Like post changes, drone आ रहा है, you can't avoid it. Unfortunate miss. Carez आ जाता है, which is good. Like this is good distraction. Again, he can't really do anything. Pretty solid retake, honestly. काफी अच्छा ult है ये. Res करके push करना. Like this ult is pretty like badly timed, honestly. 3v2. I don't 3v3. I don't think he should be ulting quite yet. I don't know क्यों ult किया इसने. I think top पे ult किया इसने. I'm not sure. It's bad ult. Res is good. Um, okay, decent retake. I don't think they're playing pitch perfect, but they're playing pretty decent. Uh, okay. Can you at least tell what kind of player GE needs? That's a good question. I think Rossi can just stay. They need to make Rossi consistent somehow. That's the only problem I have with them. Um, they have aggression. They have some players who have decent experience. Um, I think थोड़ा seriousness or like एक they need something that breaks them out of the mold. Like अभी ऐसा लगता है कि complacency है टीम में थोड़ी सी, right? ऐसा नहीं लगता मुझे कि these players are really thinking how a champion needs to think, you know. Um, they need to like थोड़ा इनको um how do I say किसी player या coach का इन्वॉल्वमेंट ज़रूरी है इनको जिसने थोड़ा सा VCT चैंपियंस लेवल पे देखा है गेम को कि कैसे खेला जाता है, राइट? क्या क्योंकि ऑनेस्टली मैं बोलूँगा जी की मेजर प्रॉब्लम्स, एक्चुअली मैंने इनका रिव्यू किया था, मैं अपलोड कर दूंगा बाद में. बट जी की सबसे मेजर प्रॉब्लम्स हैं आइसोलेट बहुत इजीली हो जाती है पूरी टीम, ठीक है. आई थिंक कि कम्युनिकेशंस नहीं है इनके अच्छे जिस लेवल के यूरोपियन टीम्स के रहते हैं, नॉर्थ अमेरिकन टीम्स के रहते हैं. आई डोंट थिंक कॉम्स इनके इतने क्लोज हैं, इतने अच्छे से सेट है. इवन दो दीज गाइस हैव बीन प्लेइंग फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम, यू कैन सी कि कॉम्स में कहीं पे ब्रेक आ रहा है. जैसे अभी एक प्लेयर डिटेन हुआ था तो मे बी इट डिडंट गेट कम्युनिकेटेड वेल. कहीं ना कहीं कॉम्स का इशू है. रोटेशंस इनके इतने फास्ट नहीं, तो जैसे मेरी जब यूरोपियन टीम्स लिक्विड के खिलाफ या एफपीएक्स के खिलाफ खेलती है, राइट, तो द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट वी स्ट्रगल in is कि इन टॉप टियर टीम्स के रोटेशंस इतने फास्ट रहते हैं कि वी कांट एग्जैक्टली फेक देम लाइक हम फेक करने जाते हैं तो दे आर ऑलरेडी ऑन द अदर साइड लाइक दे हैव इंफॉर्मेशन ऑल द टाइम every player is listening to like कुछ भी करोगे तुम मैप पे ऑन द अदर जैसे अटैकर्स पे मैंने कुछ हल्की सी भी यूटिल यूज करी राइट इट गेट्स लाइक सबसे पहले आईजीएल के पास पहुंच जाएगी दूसरी टीम के um you can see that while playing against them like हमारे scrims हुए थे like not RGE पर like मेरी दूसरी European teams के and you can see that पर यहाँ पर अभी जी में उतना उतना quick response नहीं आया है I think so I think they need someone from the outside to tell them like how to play the game or like at least straighten them up like थोड़ा सा और लगेगा I think एक जो डिसिप्लिन रहता है प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर का एकदम टॉप टियर पे एक आध टूर भी करते हैं अगर ये लोग जैसे वीएलटी प्लान कर रही थी पहले टेक्सास वगैरह जाने का तो आई थिंक ये टूर भी करते हैं अगर किसी और टीम को देखते हैं ये स्क्रिम खेलते हुए तो आई थिंक दैट वुड बी बेटर Have you tried out with GE? I used to coach for GE for their Overwatch roster. I haven't tried them out. Like, I think I applied, but like my application was very late. But I haven't tried out for GE quite yet. एक दो बार भेजा था मैंने, but like something didn't work out. Like it was a timing issue or something. Have I scrimmed against top EU teams? Yes, I've scrimmed against like as a coach, I've scrimmed against Liquid. I played against Liquid in tournaments. We got absolutely decimated, but we played against FPX. I think Guild. I don't know, bunch of other teams. Okay, all right. Skipping this. We've got they need new IGL, not hating Hellranger, but I'm guessing someone with a smell mindset like Vanity or someone who holds them. I don't know. IGLing मैंने देखी नहीं है generally. Like एक बड़ा problem ये है कि G के comms की access नहीं है मेरे पास बिल्कुल भी. So I don't know how they work inside. Do they need a new IGL? I don't know. Honestly, I can't tell. Hello, cat. Okay, mid push, mid push. All right. So again, same wallet. You can read this a little bit. A side wall नहीं है ये तो पहले information ले लो फिर rotate कर लो. I think that they're done that. That's pretty good. Um, this is gonna get caught by. तो मुझे पसंद नहीं है कि पूरा का पूरा kitchen सिर्फ इस पे छोड़ दिया एक alarm board पे. Right? Because it gives you information कि हाँ लोग आए हैं अंदर, but you can't stop their taking of kitchen. Like kitchen is a very very strong position in an icebox. दो तीन पोजीशंस ऐसी हैं जो बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रांग है तो एक पाइप स्पॉट स्ट्रांग रहता है इसको किंग बोलता हूँ मैं बट अपना लोकल कुछ और दूसरा नाम है इधर बट ये काफ़ी स्ट्रांग पोजीशन है राफ्टर्स मिल गया अगर अटैकर्स को देन प्लेइंग डिफेंस becomes extremely difficult सेम चीज़ है कि एक बार किचन चले जाता है हाथ से तो अटैकर्स के पास बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस बन जाते हैं कि सीटी पुश करवाना या फिर इधर ऑरेंज पुश करवाना like all these things become really easy तो just keeping an alarm bot to get information in kitchen is not very nice क्योंकि काफ़ी easily फिर अटैक आ सकता है दूसरी टीम का फिर पुश आ सकता है they should have a better arrangement for this for kitchen control right like so these guys have moved in now right they've stopped like यहाँ पर एक smoke डाल दिया इन्होंने जो उसमें से Kappa alert करके जाएगा I think which is a good play is a pretty good play from Kappa if he just pushes out nice second contact take care this guy had a decent read like Acerola पर थोड़ा सा movement का issue है 410 yes thank you Warren does Rossi need more discipline I think he knows that he needs more discipline yeah but he does a little bit uh yeah pretty solid push ठीक है ये काफी अच्छा पिंच भी है इधर से स्किल्स और कापा पिंच करने की कोशिश करते हैं यहाँ पर लाइक साथ में पिक करने की कोशिश करते हैं थोड़ा टाइमिंग का इशू है यू कैन सी दैट लाइक यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है राइट तो स्किल्स चढ़ा अभी राइट और कापा को जैसे ही ये फाइट लेता है ना कापा को इमीडिएटली स्विंग करना चाहिए पर नहीं आ रहा है यहाँ पर स्विंग राइट कापा अभी भी वॉक कर रहा है अंदर बैठा हुआ है लाइक ही शुड बी स्विंगिंग फास्ट राइट तो ट्रेड फास्ट आता है क्योंकि अभी एस्पेरोला के पास ऑप्शन था कि मैं मतलब थोड़ा पीछे जाए वो और फिर क्रॉस एडजस्ट करके अच्छे से इसको बिकॉज ही कैन सी कि आने वाला है यहाँ से पुश राइट सो यू कैन टेल कि ही इज नॉट गेटिंग ऑफ गार्ड पर थोड़ा सा team play का issue है इधर. Do you think G is still weak in faking a site every time they five stock? I don't know. We'll see on their attack. Um, मुझे नहीं पता honestly. Like इसके पहले last time I watched G play was like maybe December last year. I haven't seen them play this tournament at all. So जब तक मैं attack नहीं देखूंगा तब तक I don't know. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Solid execute by the way कि kitchen control उठा लिया फिर यहाँ से wiper ult करके top plant लेके वापस आ जाओ. Right. Holding this is generally difficult इसलिए यहाँ पर खिलाना चाहिए players को at least यहाँ पर orange में खिलाना चाहिए players को जो intercept कर सकें इसको. Right. एक काफी अच्छा प्ले रहता है कि यहाँ पर वॉल कर दी अगर डिफेंस में यहाँ पर जैसे सेज यहाँ खेल रही है राइट तो इधर वॉल कर दिया जाए अगर मैं आपको बताता हूँ थोड़ा सा राइट तो इसको अगर वॉल कर देते हैं तो ये पूरा पुश जो है वो पूरा ब्रेक हो जाता है तो कुछ काउंटर प्लेस हैं इसके आई थिंक जी को पता नहीं था कि किचन जाके पूरा ऐसा पुश आने वाला है मैंने इट्स वेरी कॉमन प्ले तो काउंटर्स आने चाहिए इनको um, पर they're playing just fine honestly प्लांट भी अच्छी जगह कराया इन्होंने ब्रिज के ऊपर ही क्या है let me see कि कहाँ से पिक्स निकल रही है right, तो स्प्लिट पुश है इधर से जनरली ये ट्रेड किलर्स के हाथ में जाना चाहिए पर आई डोंट नो कैसे हार जाता है ये okay alright so that should be a kill obviously right or somehow Rossi escapes and then peeks him and gets a kill somehow which is insane I don't know how Golu gets a pick here because he's also at a disadvantage peeking into a Viper ult, right? But these guys are miraculously getting their kills and they're turning the game around on Fancy. Oh yeah, old C9, yes. Mm. Doodly 10 last hope, yes, I agree. Doodly 10 is definitely the last hope in India, 100%. I don't think so. Well, do you think teams like VLT can compete against tier 1, semi-tier 1 teams from EU and NA? I don't think so. Honestly, that's the sad truth. Um, like the level at which these guys are playing, we don't even know it, honestly. Like in Indian tier 1, we don't even understand it. That's how far behind we are. Uh, अभी तक बोला क्या chat में खुद जाके खेल लो I don't know. Hmm. VLT predictions, I'll do that some other time, I think. I think you mean VCT predictions. But yeah, pretty solid kills from here. Do they win this round? If they win this round somehow, it's insane. Like that's a clutch and a half if you've seen this. Like Kappa and Rossi clutching this. They should not be winning on paper, but they're getting the kills they need, killing the things that they have to. Pretty standard, pretty fucking good. Fancy takes a timeout here. This is pretty nice because okay, so far G's game has looked worse than Fancy, but Fancy has more rounds in. All right, so it's pretty nice that G like we can force them to a timeout already. That's pretty nice. Only watching one map or the series. I would love to watch all the four maps, but I do reviews very slowly because I cover everything that I see wrong in every round, right? तो मेरे को बहुत time लगता है reviews करने में. एक map को मुझे लगते हैं 2 घंटे करने में. तो I think I'll just do one map tonight. I'm not sure. Tweet LFT after reaching India. I don't think Rossi is going anywhere, honestly speaking. I'll be surprised if anyone from G goes anywhere. I don't think G wants to change their players at all for some reason. Mm, we are all on Hopium. The thing is, yeah, Hopium is very good. Like the amount of work that VLT is doing, honestly, teams like VLT, like Anna is the amount of support we're getting from Anna, for example, in Indian esports, like we could use this and actually breach into the tier one sphere a little bit. Like at least is season 8 or next season VCT, we should break we should break past APAC. Like honestly, एक बार international तो चले जाना चाहिए for sure अपने को. Like we have the players. That's the thing. कि generally कंपटीशन कम होने के कारण या फिर अभी तक के जितने भी स्पोर्ट्स हुए इवन CSGO वगैरह राइट अभी तक इंडिया में प्लेयर बेस कम रहा है अपना राइट अपने पास बूट कैंप्स नहीं हुआ करते थे थोड़े टाइम पहले लैंस वगैरह होते थे तो पीसीज इतने अच्छे नहीं थे तो जितना पूरा इंडियन रीजन था उसमें इंटरनली इतना कंपटीशन नहीं था कि जो टैलेंटेड प्लेयर्स हैं वो टॉप पे आ सके इतने इतने प्लेयर्स खेल ही नहीं रहते कि अपना टैलेंट कंपेयर कर सके बाहर की टीम से पर अब ऐसा हो गया है कि वी हैव प्लेयर्स दैट आर रियली टैलेंटेड वी हैव players who are talented at an international level like रॉसी का जो टैलेंट है हमने काफी प्लेयर्स का टैलेंट है ऐसा um, that in terms of players we can make up internationally right तो फिर बात रह जाती है कि do we have the culture inside teams अपने स्टार्स इतने अच्छे हैं क्या कि अपनी टीम्स साथ में इतनी strong है कि अपन internationally perform कर सकें that's where we're getting stuck right now and that's something that you can get over because it's just a learning thing you know एक बार knowledge आ जाए इस चीज़ का जैसे एनिग्मा पे अभी like um their German coach RB is working on them right like once you make these really good players into really good teams I think internationally we can do fine. Changing roster is not a solution every time, yes, but if you're keeping the same roster for years, that should should bother you just a little bit. क्योंकि ऐसा नहीं thing is कि as bad as it sounds, like this is a sport at the end of the day, right? जैसे IPL वगैरह रहता है, लोगों का फॉर्म खराब होता है, right? एज होने के बाद players थोड़े से वीक होते हैं. That's something. I'm not saying कि boomers की टीम है ये, but it's very common for esports players to have inconsistencies in their form right over years right so ऐसे में you should try what's new in your country you know you should give the newer talent a little bit more of a chance. I think that's working out fantastically for VLT for example जितने roster changes VLT में हो रहे हैं like they're making pretty good progress not like कि G was hands down the best team in India and VLT was second ऐसा कभी भी नहीं रहा है right but VLT is seeing progress. जो G में, I'm not sure if it's there. Okay, each side, fast push, execute, alright. Backside molly, काफी अच्छा. Okay, again, same चीज़ है कि I would want G to peak a little bit more, पर उनका setup नहीं है इस बार ऐसा. I think ये skills के पास ult है क्या? नहीं, unlucky. Um, again, same cheese A side पे push आ रहा है तो you need to get picks before you start retaking, right? Mid push था इसका रॉसी का या फिर B side पे खेल रहा था तो I can understand कि आगे नहीं खेल रहे हैं ये लोग, but still is काफी वो रहता है ये चीज़ it's not ideal, right? util usage काफी अच्छा है अपने सिर्फ utils पे ही ओमन की HP पूरी खत्म कर दी है which is very very nice. um KO का ult काफी लेट आ रहा है. It's not even covering anything, right? क्योंकि KO अगर यहाँ से इधर जाता right execute के पहले तो ये util में भी बंद हो जाती मे बी ओमन की HP नहीं खत्म होती right तो I don't know how these guys are attacking. Right ult चालू किया इसने but util में ही कूद गया इसका ओमन. I'm not exactly sure क्या हो रहा है इधर. पूरे फ्लैशेस वगैरह आ रहे हैं this time. इस time जी ने थोड़ा सा सबक सीख लिया कि अंडर राफ्टर नहीं खेलना है यहाँ पे फ्लैश आके पुश करते हैं लोग तो हम ऊपर ही खेलेंगे ऊपर के राफ्टर से रीटेक करेंगे which is pretty solid honestly. It's pretty nice change. What went wrong with Enigma? I'm not sure man. I think I don't know, they underperformed really bad when they needed to. They're playing so well. एक पॉइंट था जब एनिग्मा was easily like easily नहीं बोलूंगा मैं but एनिग्मा stronger लग रही थी इनसे VLT और G से एक पॉइंट पर. I don't know क्या किया उन्होंने but it sucks. हाँ ये सब अल्ट्स बंद हो जाने चाहिए honestly speaking. अगर क्यू के पास अगर अल्ट है राइट और नाइफ वगैरह है तो ही शुड बी प्लेइंग इन अ वे कि ये सारे यूटिल बंद हो जाए. अभी यूटिल पे ही हार रहे हैं ये लोग. काफ़ी काफ़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग प्ले जी से. ये पोजीशन स्किल्स को नहीं खेलना चाहिए क्योंकि कुछ टीम्स चेक करती हैं स्क्रीन्स के ऊपर तो अगर ये मर जाता है अर्ली राउंड तो फिर ए डिफेंस बहुत वीक हो जाएगा। इस पे और कोई खेलता है तो आई थिंक इट्स फाइन। रॉसी का पीक आता है पोस्ट प्लांट विच इज नहीं ड्यूरिंग प्लांट राइट। तो दैट्स फैंटास्टिक लाइक काफी अच्छा है इसी टाइम पे पीक देना चाहिए। 3v4 killers gets 2 kills, that's insane. Still have to plant, so ऐसा नहीं कि जी हार रही है अभी। कापा को नहीं पुश करना चाहिए इधर, but I don't know if he dies here. Somehow he gets a kill. Obviously, like अगर smoke है पहले से तो smoke में घुसना is a disadvantage, right? क्योंकि अभी कापा का पूरा गन बैरल दिखा है इसको, right? Ping difference भी I don't know नहीं है I guess ping difference, right? But गन बैरल दिखता है पूरा smoke में घुसते हुए, तो this guy has more than enough time to react and kill. थोड़ा सा पेशेंस के साथ खेलना चाहिए कापा को, but it's fine. He gets away with it somehow. Uh, VLC के changes forcefully था. I get that a little bit, but okay. I'm not sure. But अगर changes कर रहे हैं वो, I still think they're doing better than they used to perform, but it's okay. Skill's whole setup was designed to prevent them from taking site and planting. He's been doing the exact same setup for a long time. Yeah. So planting for as long as they could as rotations comes because they realized Fancy were going to 5-man executes. Okay, so actually the thing is like most teams would love to do a 5-man execute on A side, right? And skill setup has been pretty similar for a long time. You know, he keeps his nano swarms and like he tries to stop these pushes. The thing is कि जो अच्छी टीम रहती हैं वो they take pipes and they do an execute from up top a little bit, right? तो ये वाला area cross बहुत कम players करते हैं execute के time पे. Um, and especially अगर KO है दूसरी team में, then you can't rely on a setup to hold the side for you. Enigma just changed their comps too early and put Excali on agents. He didn't seem comfortable on at all. They were doing fine otherwise. Okay. Um, I can see that honestly. मैंने generally नहीं देखा Enigma को क्या problems आई future like end में. But Godspeed is a pretty decent coach, so I can trust him honestly if he says that. Um, okay, post plant I wouldn't say कि यहाँ पर post plant खेलना चाहिए दोनों को stack करके. They're not very strong positions, especially एक बार once you get recognized, like एक बार अगर पता चल जाता है कि यहाँ पर खेल रहे हैं, then it's really easy to stop this retake. There we go. That's pretty good. Pretty good from G, honestly. जो है like हाँ util पे रोकेंगे ये चीजें और फिर retake करेंगे. I think they did pretty well there. I would still say कि util पे रोकना पे I wouldn't rely on it too much क्योंकि दो चीजें होती है right कि अगर अर्ली राउंड मैंने ए साइड पे अटैक करने की कोशिश करी राइट और दूसरी टीम यूटिल डाल देती है राइट जैसे जी यूटिल डाल देती है मुझे रोकने के लिए अब मैं अगर प्लान चेंज करता हूँ बी साइड जाने के लिए यू गाइस डोंट हैव द यूटिल टू स्टॉप मी एनीमोर राइट तो इतना यूटिल डेफिसिट क्रिएट हो सकता है सो लाइक इट विल हैपन अ लॉट क्योंकि अगर टीम्स को दिख रहा है कि um, नहीं नहीं ले पा रहे हैं इस साइड तो दे विल जस्ट कैंसिल इट दे विल जस्ट रीसेट इट राइट. That's one thing, and the second thing is again, there's a KO on the other team, so just be careful with this stuff. Moving this further up, 144p, dude, he's looks so much like I don't know what you guys are talking about. Get someone in support who is consistent. Get a coach and a mental coach. Yeah, that's pretty solid for GE and stuff. Every team in the world. Why EMEA teams are better than every team in the world? Uh, I would say it has to do with culture. Like जो teams के अंदर जो culture रहता है, right? Like जो मैंने भी काम किया है EMEA teams के साथ में बहुत ज़्यादा like Overwatch में मैं पूरे time यूरोप में ही professionally काम किया था मैंने. The culture that these teams have is just something else. It's insane. Like I don't know man. Like एक बड़ा major एक difference रहता है कि in India most teams they play off of visuals कि मुझे map में देखा है यहाँ पर position इस position पे है तो I'll react right like कि मेरी screen पे क्या दिख रहा है I play according to that. Team play भी most cases में ऐसा लगता है कि we decide in our team play इंडिया में ऐसा रहता है कि एक प्लान बनाया right 5 लोगों ने साथ में execute किया right but ईएमईए और नॉर्थ अमेरिका की जो टॉप टीम्स रहती है उनका कम्युनिकेशन ऐसा दिखता है कि 5 लोग हैं तो 5 लोगों के, जैसे कि मेरा टीममेट को जो दिख रहा है जो सुनाई दे रहा है, राइट, आई वुड नो दैट इन द नेक्स्ट सेकंड, लाइक कि मेरे टीममेट ने स्पॉट किया जेट, जेट यहाँ पर है, येलो पे है, राइट। तो जैसे ही स्पॉट हुई वैसे ही मेरे सारे टीममेट्स को पता होगा, राइट। और इंडिया में काफ़ी डिलेड इन्फॉर्मेशन जाती है, दैट्स वन थिंग। और फिर इन टीम्स में इतना ट्रस्ट रहता है कि इफ समवन कॉल समथिंग, लाइक कोई मेरे टीममेट ने कुछ कॉल किया है तो लाइक बिना सोचे समझे the other team would follow it, right? Your teammates would follow their call, right? तो लैग नहीं रह जाता है कुछ भी, कि 5 में से किसी ने एक भी कुछ बोला, राइट, तो पूरी टीम उस पर रिएक्ट करती है जनरली। इतना ट्रस्ट रहता है, इतना कम्युनिकेशन इतने फास्ट रहते हैं, राइट। तो सोचने का टाइम नहीं रहता प्लेयर्स के बीच में एक दूसरे के बारे में। तो इट्स वेरी इंसेन टू लुक एट देम प्ले। बहुत ज़्यादा ऑप्टिमाइज तरीके से खेलते हैं। तो लाइक डिफरेंस मैं बताऊंगा, जैसे India mein, you can see like 5 people playing together. It kind of looks like, hello Abhi. It kind of looks like, okay, 5 players and they're making plans and they're trying to execute them together. But Europe or North America की जो top teams में रहती है, that looks more like एक systematic tactical gameplay दिखता है काफी ज़्यादा, कि it feels like you're in the middle of sting operation, like जैसे एफबीआई वगैरह के जो ऑपरेशंस रहते हैं उनके कॉम्स एकदम एग्जैक्ट, स्पेशली एनए के कॉम्स ऐसा लगता है कि मिलिट्री कॉम्स चल रहे हैं, बहुत प्रिसाइज, बहुत टैक्टिकल। इट्स इनसेन। बहुत सारी दूसरी चीज़ें भी है कल्चर वगैरह से रिलेटेड। एक बार आई थिंक अपने प्लेयर्स जाएंगे अगर दूसरी टीम्स के बूट कैंप में इनके स्क्रिम्स देखने, तो उससे थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा अच्छा सा आइडिया आएगा आई थिंक इनको। फैंसी के माइक्रो प्लेस सही है, आई थिंक दे हैव बीन डिसेंट सो फार। काफ़ी सेट प्लेस हाँ बना के आए हैं ये लोग, यूटिल वगैरह यूज़ करने के और एरिया क्लियर करने के, तो काफ़ी स्टैंडर्ड है। अभी तक तो मुझे ऐसे ही दिख रहा है कि these guys are just doing like a very small, very basic, what you call it, defaults पे ही खेल रहे हैं, maximum rounds defaults पे जीत रहे हैं, but still G is winning so far, so you can see कि ऐसा नहीं कि dominate कर दिया G को, ऐसा नहीं कि G से बहुत अच्छा खेल रही है फैंसी। They're like, this was obviously very winnable. I mean, both teams are trying their. I don't know if they're trying their best, but they're playing a decent game. It's not shit. There's not much going on. I'm gonna take like a small break. Mm, okay, just needed to read a message, but okay, let's see. There's a shot here, gets a trade, that's fine. Full spark, that's pretty good. Second shot, like so, okay, यहाँ पर तो खत्म हो गया गेम। जनरली इस एरिया को उठाने के लिए सिर्फ एक यूटिल अच्छी रहती है, राइट। रिकॉन पे उठ जाना चाहिए पूरा एरिया, या फिर यहाँ पर एक आध मॉली डाल दिया, राइट। मे बी जस्ट ड्रोन कर लिया, उतने एरिया उतने में उठ जाना चाहिए एरिया। पर अगर नहीं उठा पा रहे हैं ये लोग, तो that's pretty solid defense from GE. Okay. Alright, pretty solid from, like, they just don't let them peak. काफी अच्छा defense है honestly. And the setup is fine as well. मेरी complaint रहेगी कि you shouldn't use this setup more than like 4 or 5 times in a game, क्योंकि काफी useless हो जाता है जो भी jet player रहता है, कि एक बार समझ गए attackers कि यहाँ पर ही खेल रहा है jet, तो avoid करना काफी easy हो जाता है। Okay, okay. Alright, 7-4. Last round, full buy. स्टैंडर्ड जेट पुश, ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग काफ़ी काफ़ी अच्छा सा पुश है। थोड़ा सा सपोर्ट मिड में से आना चाहिए, वो कि जो कि आ रहा है। कापा यहाँ पे सब रिकॉन वगैरह डाल रहा है, तो मिड कंट्रोल पूरा मिल जाता है इसके थ्रू। ये वॉल आई है तो आई मीन यू कैन टेल कि ए पुश आने वाला है, राइट। इस बार पर प्रॉब्लम ये है कि इस बार इन्होंने ना तो किल जॉय का सेटअप रखा है इधर, और ना ही जेट को रखा है यहाँ पे स्टॉप स्टॉप करने के लिए पुश। तो अब भी एग्जीक्यूट आएगा तो देन इट्स रियली रफ। तो आई थिंक मोस्टली क्या होगा कि स्किल्स अपना अल्ट करके रीटेक करने की कोशिश करेंगे। आई डोंट थिंक दैट्स अ गुड आइडिया कि यहाँ पर अगर अल्ट डालता है ये स्किल्स, और अगर अटैकिंग टीम के पास अगर गलती से भी राफ्टर चले गया या स्क्रीन्स चले गया, राइट, तो देन you can't stop that anymore, like कि अल्ट खत्म होने के पहले ही like you lose enough players कि रीटेक नहीं कर पाओगे तुम, और उसका काउंटर बहुत इजी है। that's my problem with this। अटैकर्स को कभी भी पूरी साइट नहीं मिलनी चाहिए, अभी ऐसा लग रहा है कि पूरी साइट मिल जाएगी। Do you think RG can qualify from VCC stage 2? We'll try to, yeah, I think we can though, honestly। अभी एक मेजर, अभी रिसेंटली जो इसके लिए प्रेप कर रहे हैं हम लोग, टेक के लिए, right, तो काफ़ी मेजर इम्प्रूवमेंट्स आ गए हैं टीम में, जो आई थिंक that will take us above a lot of good teams, but we just have to test it a little bit। Alright, तो मेरा प्रॉब्लम यही रहता है, एग्जैक्टली यही रहता है, क्योंकि यहाँ वाली पोजीशन लेने जाएंगे अटैकर्स, दिस इज अ ब्रोकन पोजीशन। अगर इसका रीटेक के लिए अल्ट आता है या फिर इसको अगर पिक्स मिल गई यहाँ पर, then G's retake play is not that strong। ठीक है, इन्होंने स्क्रीन उठा लिया, ठीक है, और अग्रेसिव पोजीशन बैठा दी, ओके फाइन। लकीली नहीं गया ये। रॉसी को अच्छी पिक्स मिल रही है यहाँ पर, तो आई वांट टू सी दैट हाउ। ठीक है, बाहर से ही आ गए, मतलब ऊपर से ही, राफ्टर्स के ऊपर से ही कूदा है। जस्ट डिस्ट्रॉइंग दीस पीपल। ओके या, that's what I said, right, कि यहाँ से जेट भेज दी, किलजॉय भी नहीं रखा रोकने के लिए। इफ यू प्लानिंग ऑन कि हम बस किलजॉय का अल्ट लेके रीटेक कर लेंगे, इट्स नॉट गोना वर्क। Bad love supremacy, yes, you can believe in bad love supremacy। Bad love is a big brain player, bro, I swear, like उसको कभी कभी अकेला छोड़ दो ना मैप पे, he just turns the game around for the team। दिखता नहीं है वो, पता है, अब उसमें दिख जाएगा मे बी, क्या बोलते हैं अपने किल फीड में मे बी दिख जाएगा टॉप पे, राइट, पर उसका जो इम्पैक्ट रहता है ना गेम पे, वो दिखता नहीं है इतना इजीली, क्योंकि फ्लैशी नहीं लगता है ये सब चीज़ें। डेडली के जैसे प्लेज रहते हैं, काफ़ी फ्लैशी रहते हैं, स्मोकी को बहुत सारी किल्स मिल जाती है सेकंड एंट्री वगैरह के टाइम पे, एंट्री के टाइम पे। बैडलव का कैरी पता नहीं चलता है कहाँ से आ रहा है। स्क्रिम किया है प्लेऑफ्स प्लेन्स की टीम्स के साथ, आई थिंक एक दो टीम्स के साथ किया था। ज़्यादा डिटेल्स नहीं बता सकता मैं इसमें, पर साउथ ईस्ट एशिया में स्क्रिम्स होते हैं हमारे जनरली मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम, and that's true for most Indian teams at this point, which is fair। Singapore, Taiwan, Taiwan, no, Philippines and stuff, not Taiwan। uh, let's see, okay, mid push try कर रहे हैं, that's okay I guess। It's not really a play। um This wall is kind of weird coming from the defense। I think it's okay though, क्योंकि नया map changes आए हैं, तो I think this is fine। But really wall से क्या करना चाहिए, अगर let's say कि दो lanes हैं यहाँ पर, um, right, let's say A side है किसी भी map की, right, और दो entry है, दो lanes है जहाँ से entry होती है side में, right। You don't want to do like a wall like this जहाँ पे सिर्फ इतना सा effect आए, right, क्योंकि you're not using the wall as a to cut LOFs, like cut line of sight, you're using the wall to stack the damage, you know। तो ideally wall ऐसी जाएगी जिसमें से मुझे दो बार क्रॉस करना पड़े, राइट, कि एक बार में भी यहाँ पे क्रॉस करना पड़ रहा है, और मे बी लेट्स से वापस से बनाता हूँ मैं इसको, तो आइडियल वॉल ऐसी रहेगी मेरी कि अगर मुझे यहाँ पर प्लांट लेना है, राइट, तो मुझे इधर से एक बार क्रॉस करना पड़ेगा, फिर इधर से एक बार क्रॉस करना पड़ेगा, और पास में से कॉर्नर से जा रहा हूँ मैं, तो दो तीन बार लग जाता है मुझे, तो डीबफ बहुत ज़्यादा लग जाता है वाइपर वॉल का। यू प्ले वाइपर वॉल्स फॉर देयर डीबफ, not for using it as a smoke। So this isn't very strong, but it's fine, it kind of works for everything, like works for mid, works for this। ठीक है, तो ये wall लगाई इन्होंने और फिर mid push कर दिया, which is pretty good defense honestly speaking। और एक flash के साथ भी पीक ले रहे हैं ये, तो रॉसी can be a little bit safe, पर अगर ये लोग decide करते हैं कि killjoy से fight लेनी है, तो this guy just dies without getting any kills। uh, an okay exchange, honestly. Not the best, but okay exchange. Mid fight ली इन्होंने दो प्लेयर्स के पिक मिले डिफेंस पे, तो काफी अच्छा है जी के लिए. It seems like कि फैंसी ने प्रिपेयर किया था एक काउंटर प्ले, but it didn't work against G, which is pretty good. I think patch change made a difference. Yes, definitely made a difference. Honestly, it feels like G is not as comfortable on Icebox anymore after the changes. Same thing goes with a lot of other teams. It screams against SEA teams, yeah. Gonna see the rest of this. Flash push. It should be Rossi's kill, but I don't know. He doesn't get the kill somehow. These guys are really low. Fancy knows that, they're telling, like अभी comps में सुनाई देगा कि Hell Ranger नहीं, but like yeah, Omen बहुत low है या फिर Killjoy बहुत low है, तो these guys can start playing aggressive, and that's pretty standard. Can just get away with the right click. This is unfortunate for this guy. Good timing on Capo. उसको दिखता है कि यहाँ पर जा रहा है ये बंदा, तो मैं यहाँ की फाइट पर ले लेता हूँ. It's just pretty nice, pretty good. Mhm. Okay, all right. The skills be काफी low है, तो I don't think he can win this, but yeah, that's about it. Um, so क्या हुआ इस राउंड में? पिस्टल राउंड से जनरली दोनों टीम्स, आई थिंक इन्होंने थोड़ा सा रीड किया है फैंसी ने कि जी लाइक्स टू पुश मिड, तो इन्होंने थोड़ा सा एक काउंटर प्ले बनाया, बट इट डिडंट वर्क वेरी वेल, बट दे स्टिल गॉट द ट्रेड्स. नंबर्स जीई जीत गई है मिड में, बट इनका काउंटर प्ले से एटलीस्ट जी का मिड पुश रुक गया है पूरा, राइट? यहाँ पर जो भी ट्रेड्स होते हैं, दैट्स लिटिल अनफॉर्चुनेट फॉर जी. टाइमिंग वगैरह का इशू है, तो I don't think it's a bad play from either of the teams. G gets a little bit counter stratted, something that they should work on, honestly. कि ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि counter strat हो सकता है. Like, right now I'm seeing this like कि they're just running the old like December की starts run कर रहे हैं अभी Icebox पे. You can't afford to keep doing the same strats like as a tier one team. Um, like they have exactly the same way of playing Icebox as they did before. So ऐसा counter play नहीं allowed होना चाहिए दूसरी team को. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I would change up things a little bit more on G just a bit. Weird mid push coming in from Golu. I don't really know what that was. Just runs into mid for some reason. Doesn't use his wall. Gets tagged by the Viper wall and stuff. I think ये mid का fake करने का कुछ कोशिश करते हैं. I think. Not exactly sure. That's that's really fucked. I don't know what that is. एक बार इतना flash वगैरह हो जाए तो he should just fall back into the smoke. पूरा कंफर्ट पिक खेले जी ने असेंट मैप पे. असेंट का नहीं पता मुझे, पर आइस बॉक्स लग रहा है मुझे कि कंफर्ट खेले हैं. हेल रेंजर अगेन लाइक वाइपर पे भी रहता तो आई डोंट थिंक इट वुड हैव बीन दैट बैड. जी को देख के what do you think of VLT? VLT is pretty strong right now, honestly. They're doing what needs to be done. Pretty standard retake, honestly. काफी सही है इनका भी, तो ठीक है. इधर भी ये लोग भी सही खेल रहे हैं, honestly. जी का अटैक भी काफी अच्छा है. ये जो स्मोक किया है इसने, जो वाइपर वॉल को रिप्लेस करने के लिए स्मोक किया है इसने, right? You can kind of play far into it, try to take this area. राफ्टर्स कंट्रोल रहना चाहिए. राफ्टर्स कंट्रोल है इनके पास. डिफेंडर्स भी अच्छे यूटिल कर रहे हैं, मॉली वगैरह शॉट डार्ट्स वगैरह अच्छा यूज कर रहे हैं डीटी के लिए. इट्स इट्स फाइन. थोड़ा सा लेट आया इनका, राइट? क्योंकि प्लांट हो चुका है पहले. जैसे ही प्लांट की आवाज़ आती है, इनफैक्ट प्लांट आने के पहले ही आ जाना चाहिए ये पूरे यूट्यूब. बट रॉसी को नहीं मरना चाहिए था, ये ऑब्वियसली काफ़ी थ्रो हुआ है. और थिंग इज कि मिड राउंड कोई फुल बाय राउंड अगर थ्रो होता है तो चल जाता है, राइट? बट जो पिस्टल राउंड्स का मोमेंटम रहता है ना, वो नहीं हारना चाहिए. पिस्टल राउंड में थोड़ा डिसिप्लिन की ज़रूरत रहती है, तो यहाँ पे नहीं मरना चाहिए था रॉसी को. Yeah. द थिंग इज कि मुझे नहीं लगता ऐसा कि टीम में यूटिलिटी पे इस लाइक वैलोरेंट में यूटिलिटी पे नहीं रिलाई करना चाहिए इनफैक्ट लाइक द डिफरेंस बिटवीन वैलोरेंट एंड CSGO फॉर एग्जांपल इज कि वैलोरेंट की यूटिलिटी एटलीस्ट स्ट्रॉन्गर है CSGO से राइट तो आई थिंक इट्स फाइन टू प्ले वैलोरेंट मोर ऑन यूटिलिटी लाइक तो क्या होता है वैलोरेंट में ऐसा कि if you play your utility really really smartly chances are कि तुम टाइम पे ही जीत जाओगे कि दूसरी टीम के पास इतना टाइम नहीं रहेगा कि वो प्लांट ले सके या डिफ्यूज कर सके um, मैं in the broad sense बोल रहा हूँ so I don't think it's a bad thing for teams to play just on utility but especially कि अभी अभी भी तुम देखोगे ना I think I can pull this एक सेकंड है ना मैं ट्राई करता हूँ कुछ मैंने स्टार्ट्स उठाए थे इनके लिए जी के लिए पर इनके ऐसा नहीं कि अपने प्लेयर्स की मैकेनिक्स खराब है दूसरे टीम से साउथ ईस्ट एशिया से मतलब अपने जो स्टार्ट्स है ना ACS वगैरह वगैरह जो भी चीज़ें हैं साउथ ईस्ट एशिया में pretty स्ट्रांग है सारे प्लेयर्स के नहीं अच्छे कुछ प्लेयर्स के बहुत खराब है अपने पर एवरेजिंग में बोलूँगा कि GUVLT सबके जो स्टार्ट्स हैं वो साउथ ईस्ट एशिया में टॉप टीम्स के साथ में ही है लाइक देयर इज नो आई वुड से कि बहुत ज़्यादा बड़ा डिफरेंस नहीं है प्लेयर्स में हेलो स्टॉर्म ओके ग्रिफिन में देखूंगा कल करूंगा आई थिंक क्या करो कल अगर टाइम रहा मेरे पास तो स्टैंडर्ड रीटेक इकोनॉमी भी डिफरेंस है तो मैंने काफ़ी इजी हो जाता है इनका पूरा एरिया उठाया इन्होंने यूटिल पे और फिर दे गॉट द किल्स दैट वर नेसेसरी जी को पूरा मैप मिला था आई थिंक इनको इधर भी उठा लेना चाहिए था पर नहीं उठाया इन्होंने विच सक्स क्योंकि उनके पास इकोनॉमी अच्छी नहीं है राइट तो अगर पिस्टल्स रख रहे हैं शॉटी वगैरह रख रहे हैं छोटी छोटी गन्स है तो पास में ज़्यादा अच्छे से काम करती है right? तो पोस्ट प्लांट पास में खेलना चाहिए इनको साइड पे खेलना चाहिए पर दे वेंट फॉर लॉन्ग पोस्ट प्लांट इंस्टेड व्हिच doesn't make any sense because they don't have long range guns at all थोड़ा यूटिल पे डिले किया but that sucks okay full buy versus bit of a bonus yeah they have a full buy next round okay ठीक है अब तो ये डिफरेंस है दूसरी टीम में और अपनी टीम में लाइक कि इन्होंने थोड़ा सा गैम्बल किया है एटलीस्ट राइट कि इकोनॉमी डिफरेंस है राइट तो लेट्स नॉट डू अ डिफॉल्ट ऑन लाइक बैड इकोनॉमी right so these guys gamble here a little bit try to play this aggressively get information on your side that's nice to see थोड़ा ट्राई कर रहे हैं ये लोग अपनी इकोनॉमी के अराउंड खेलने का uh, मैं यही बोल रहा था ये जो शॉक डार्ट्स और ये मॉलीज रहते हैं ना like they are really really good to clear this side like, so this shock dart is really good right यहाँ से काफ़ी एंगल्स क्लियर होने लग जाते हैं right, तो that's where you want to start सेटअप्स भी अच्छे हैं यहाँ पे एक वन वे है यहाँ पर एक स्मोक है right the Omen's playing up here so they can just shut down B main entirely they have full information on each side they hear some footsteps they're falling back for some reason I'm not sure full execute coming here ठीक है काफ़ी साइड मिल गई है जी को फुल बाय पे आई डोंट थिंक काफ़ी अच्छा डिफेंस है लाइक अगर बी पे अग्रेशन किया था तो पूरा पुश कर देना चाहिए था इनको how is work with RGE going RGE work has been nice we have good resources like we have everything available here like boot camp अच्छा है I think काफ़ी और का support काफ़ी है Sharky takes care of the players it's been nice better than ever before Hmm. Let me see. I want to look at this again. Okay, okay. So side control है इनके पास, but they're playing passive positions again. I don't like that man. वही फिर प्रॉब्लम हो गई है यहाँ पर कि अगर साइड फ्री मिली है तुम्हें तो उठाओ ना प्लीज. I'll go a little bit further back, right? तो लास्ट प्लेयर को इन्होंने फोर्स आउट कर दिया, right? अब यहाँ पे इनके पास इन्फॉर्मेशन आनी चाहिए कि राफ्टर्स पे है कि नहीं लोग. Obviously, if you're attacking the side, right? तो चेक करोगे कि राफ्टर्स पे है कि नहीं लोग. Right, they don't even check it. They don't know they have the full side control. And they don't pick it. Like, I don't know why. फिर यहाँ से पीछे ही आ जाते हैं हम लोग. एंड वही गोलू को दिख रहा है पीछे कि सब खाली है बट एकदम डिफॉल्ट वॉल करी है इसने कि प्लांट की वॉल लाइक जरूरत नहीं है इस चीज की लाइक ही शुड ट्राई टू प्ले अ लिटिल बिट अग्रेसिव हियर ट्राई टू गेट दिस वॉल ऑफ मे बी यहाँ पर थोड़ा और प्रेशर करते ये लोग right? ये वाली वॉल लगा देते बंद करने के लिए इसको राफ्टर्स को मे बी थोड़ा आई डोंट नो इतना पूरा कट ऑफ करने की जरूरत नहीं है राफ्टर्स मिल रहा है तो उठाओ प्लीज ठीक है वापस लाइनअप्स वगैरह लगाया इन्होंने मॉली लगाया ठीक है ऑलराइट कापा गेट्स अ किल स्प्रे सॉलिड कौन ड्रोन आ रहा है रीटेक के टाइम पे दैट्स वेरी गुड फ्लैश पिक ऑन गोलू रॉसी गेट्स सम किल्स तो रॉसी की तो वैल्यू आ रही है जितना भी आना चाहिए आई थिंक मैप नहीं उठाया जितना उठाना चाहिए था like Rossi gets 2 kills and he's done like honestly that's all he needs to do आरजी के पहले किसी इंडियन वैल्यू टीम को कोच किया था आरजी के पहले वेट थी और उसके पहले एक दो मैंने मतलब फ्रीलांस कोचिंग करी है काफ़ी टीम्स के साथ में एक मेरा खुद का प्रोजेक्ट भी बनाया था मैंने काफ़ी छोटी छोटी मतलब डायमंड इमॉर्टल प्लेयर्स को मतलब कोच करने का काफ़ी टाइम तक के yes, Levi is from Nogas, yes. Will I coach his team? I have to coach RGE for now, so I don't think so. I'm sorry. Sharky will eat me. Hmm. Yeah, so that's just the replay. Uh, वही थोड़ा सा एरिया इनको और उठाना चाहिए था which is my long running complaint with GE कि एरिया कंट्रोल अभी भी समझे नहीं है मैप के बारे में ज़्यादा ये मैप कंट्रोल कैसे उठाया जाता है कहाँ पर जब फ्री मिल रहा है या फिर कितनी इन्फॉर्मेशन लेनी चाहिए they don't know that yet. Okay, okay. Right, तो डिफॉल्ट अभी बी हैवी डिफॉल्ट कर रहे हैं ये लोग राइट ड्रोन करके बी में इनका एरिया उठाया जैसे मैंने पहले बोला था राइट कि सिर्फ एक सिंगल यूटिल पे से काफी एरिया उठ जाता है यहाँ से एंड नाउ व्हाट गुड आइडिया वुड बी कि यहाँ पर एक प्लेयर को बिठा दिया राइट थोड़ा सा इन्फॉर्मेशन और गैदर करी ए पुशेस आ रहे हैं तो इनको पनिश कर दिया इधर पिक्स निकाल दिए राइट और यहाँ पर प्लेयर्स रेडी हैं तो एक या दो प्लेयर्स को रेडी करके फिर बी एग्जीक्यूट कर देते हैं अगर लेट गेम तो इट्स रियली नाइस pretty standard way to play Icebox pretty strong. So right now, I would say, especially full buy, so a full B execute right now at 1 minute 25 seconds. It's too early. Like the other team should have enough time to prepare like a retake or something. Kafi khali hai side, so I suppose these guys are planning to retake it. They do a really like basic old kind of post plant as well कि हाँ हम यहाँ पर ही plant करके वापस पीछे चले जाएंगे यहाँ पर येलो पे खेलेंगे और इधर खेलेंगे and now you're just kind of limiting your entire team in a very small space um, again पुराना Icebox के जो तरीका है खेलने का they're playing like that they don't realize that the map has been changed too much. The smoke is good by the way post patch the smoke is really nice. So कौन सी teams master जाएंगी Ascent according to you Optic and C9 are looking pretty good. Yeah, both of them are looking pretty good honestly. NV has been okay. Yeah, Optic has been pretty standardly like, pretty good honestly. So I think it should be easy. अभी भी मैंने anime ज़्यादा नहीं देखा है क्योंकि काफी ज़्यादा busy रहा हूँ मैं RG से. Not able to watch games as much as I have to pay attention to my own team. Um, okay. ठीक है तो पोस्ट प्लांट हो गया यहाँ पे छोटी सी जगह में रहेंगे ये लोग ऑब्वियसली तो रीटेक्स अगर ट्रिपल फ्लैंक इट्स अ नाइस आइडिया ऑनेस्टली ऐसे क्लियर करना है तो ऐसे प्लांट के हिसाब से आई डोंट थिंक दे हैव द राइट यूटिलिटी टू क्लियर दिस बट इट्स अ गुड आइडिया he shouldn't peek while he's vulnerable obviously uh, yeah dangerous stuff right so they die here pretty obviously because GE is ready for them to take this area so not bad honestly like the way they're handling this लाइक अगर सिर्फ ऐसा प्लांट रहता है कि यहाँ पे प्लांट लिया यहाँ पे दो तीन लोग रेडी हैं एक लाइनअप लगा रहा है और सिर्फ एक बंदा पीछे का फ्लैंक देख रहा है दैट्स रियली रियली बैड अभी दे आर पेइंग इनफ अटेंशन टू देयर फ्लैंक That's why they're winning. I think this is pretty nice. Skills should get that kill. So again, G is still playing better than the other team. Yeah, this is just really rough. Like काफी word and a hug दिया है यहाँ पर. Like this should be a kill. Obviously, Kappa should get this kill as well. Like simple सी kills हैं यार ये. अब तो ऐसा भी नहीं है कि ping issue है. Guard is insane. Yeah, they just lost their first game today. Looked unprepared, yeah. I can see that. So G में I think what was happening like for the longest time, at least पूरा January इनका गया है coaches को try करने में, right? तो ऐसा रहता है कि जब तक coaches try out हो रहे हैं, right? You can't really make forward progress. You're just strengthening your team. You're not making forward progress, right? जनवरी तक इन्होंने कोचेस को ट्राई किया पूरे जनवरी एंड में कोच छोड़ के चले गए इनका आई थिंक कुछ आई डोंट नो कुछ हुआ I don't know क्या इंटरनल था but like the coach didn't work out February as well they were trying a lot of coaches but it didn't work out they didn't have enough time to prepare I think not enough people who were looking at this um yeah it does look unprepared honestly like Icebox yeah 2 whiffs yeah that's pretty solid Shashwant कि 2 whiffs के कारण हार गए ये गेम like otherwise they played it fine obviously जो पहले का इशू है कि map changes के बाद ऐसा नहीं खेलना चाहिए that's also there you know try to take this area यहाँ पर post plant खेलो try to take this area like cut off करके mid orange और ये सब cut off करके यहाँ पर खेलने की कोशिश करो right that's a lot better now but still अगर whiff नहीं होते तो they should have won hmm. All right okay I would say कि I know Belt काफी अच्छा लगता है अटैक करते टाइम पे but I don't think Belt is a place from for peaking anymore like especially tier 1 level पे like high tier पे Belt से peaks नहीं देनी चाहिए unless op है आपके पास और दूसरे angles आपने util से cover कर दिए हैं Belt बहुत अच्छे से mark करना आता है defenders को at this point तो Rossi का shutdown होना either makes sense this is a good place to play from as well यहाँ पे लड़की कर रहा है ये पिक निकालने के बाद भी he's not leaving which is good because इस बार ये first contact इसका आएगा right तो कोई भी बाहर push करता है तो he has to fight him first और ये काफी unexpected हो जाता है ओमन का यहाँ पर same position करना तो solid play so far full buy भी नहीं है अभी जी के पास that sucks a little bit okay और ड्रोन से थोड़ी सी इन्फॉर्मेशन निकाली है इन्होंने अब इतना काम नहीं करना चाहिए इस लेन पे ऑनेस्टली इतना यूटिल डाल के there's no return for it you know either do like a full push like wide swings with all utility or just leave A side for now क्योंकि जो difference है economy का जो util का difference है जो area अपने पास है you can't force this fight like the best you should do is make sure कि defenders और area नहीं लें right but now you should start looking for picks and stuff and making the other lanes weaker a little bit पर अभी भी यहीं पे काम कर रहे हैं like so we're not moving anywhere which sucks again क्योंकि you're gonna keep running into bad problems Um, skills को अच्छा push मिल गया there. It's not marked, but he gets a trade, which is okay. It's not enough, you know, of course, to win the game. Right now, like 50 सेकंड बचे हैं, right? 2v2. Plant नहीं है इनके पास. These guys just fall back. Like अगर fancy का ये chamber पीछे चले जाता है तो पूरा win है इनके पास. I don't know क्यों खेल रहा है इतना aggressive ये, but he shouldn't. Like there's no reason to do this. And now they'll try to work on either A side or do full rotation. इसका read है अच्छा Yasin का खतरनाक read है like this is insane he read that they're gonna do a B plant it's a gamble obviously he gets the skill like what an advantage and the control man like the discipline he has so he's still expecting like he I mean obviously अगर ये plant ऐसा openly ले रहा है तो अगर the second player should be here somewhere oranges के आसपास रहना चाहिए but he's not there yet and then he just runs out the time. You know, they they got the game in their hands and then they drop it. Like Jesse Chamber ne wo push kiya, like that's where GE should have won already. But pretty good read from Yasin. Like good clutch. ऐसा भी नहीं कि इनकी positions थोड़ी बहुत खराब है, पर इन्होंने expect नहीं किया कि इसने read कर लिया होगा, which is fine. I mean, you can props to that. Timeout, good position to take timeout, and generally मैं बोलूँगा कि equal rounds के पहले timeout नहीं लेना चाहिए, but if they take one here, that's fine. Plan for the next rounds. Right now they're losing a lot of momentum as well, so good time to think about the game, see what they can do. Personally, अगर मैं रहता coach, तो I would have taken it like a couple rounds later. All right, yeah. You can leave. I will be finishing the stream as soon as I'm done with this map. And if you want to watch the rest of this WOD review, you can watch it like after the game, right? Like after, like come back and like I'll leave this stream as a WOD on YouTube. But I'm about to be done as well, so you can stay here for a while. Finish this up. I'll tell you my last notes on like what G did wrong on Icebox, and that would be useful for everyone, I think. Like what they could have done better. Falling back a little bit. Let's see, mid push coming in. Again, Fancy has a very good rate on this. Like they know when GE does mid pushes and they know how to stop them as well, more or less. They're trying to at least, you know. That's solid. So Rossi gets pushed here. This is a very solid push. If you're defending, I would say at least you should try pushing down two and getting some picks from this position about like 2 or 3 times. A solid push from here. Doesn't get as many kills as he should have, but very good. One more shot in the back. Okay, taking all the fights they can. Kappa gets rest, but Golu has 1 HP remaining. Um, Pretty solid for GE, honestly speaking. Just a mid push. They do just their normal mid push, and that works out because they know that these guys at Fancy like they're trying to stop it, but they haven't been successful so far. Okay. Yeah, put some music on. Okay, a full buy round. Mid Krish coming in from Fancy again. Let's see if that works. That's really good. It's actually really good. So they just that's a combination, right? This guy's using his ult, right? So it's a combination push, right? So you use the Sova ult, and they push with the Sova ult, and like so there's so much distraction that this guy, even though he has all the information, the alarm bot and everything, he can't take that fight. It's fantastic from these guys. This is how you play eco rounds, man. Like I wish our our teams would learn that. It's really good tag here as well. I mean, he can heal it, but insane. Like, so far, they get mid control, they get aiming control, get a pick, get a trade. Just off of one ult. That's very high value, so ult. They just take like the whole back here. That's insane. They're just pushing far in the back. Like now they can just hold this sight line with one gun. I think Soa has a rifle. That's no, he doesn't. Never mind. Just one guy who could hold this for a little bit. This back flank with 3 people should get them very close to winning, even though it's like an eco round. Rossi's aware of that. Takes this fight, loses it. Unfortunate. That would like so again. This fight would stop these guys a little bit. That's why these guys aren't pushing in. These guys are rotating and trying to intercept the plant as soon as possible. Very solid defense. You gotta appreciate that, man. Like, I mean, if you don't appreciate these plays from other teams, like then we don't learn from them. Kappa gets a decent push pick. A good play from him, honestly. Good timing as well. Now they're taking CT control, which is good, but they don't hold it for long. Get a plant. So Kappa is in a decent position, but is having to look at too many things alone. Right, so he spots some people in CT, takes this fight, and now he shouldn't be fighting this alone. Honestly, if there's a guy ready here, I should work on oranges together. Because you have to keep in mind that there is a economic advantage, right? And now he just gets like stuck here because he can't fall back and he has to take this fight, and it's not very pretty. Alright, so just a slow retake from them. Golo gets a good kill, but it gets traded, which is fair. Can't do much about that. Her Ranger should have this. Oh no, that's a good ult. That's a good ult. It's not called for, but that's a good ult. Like most people won't ult there. Very fantastic play from Acerola as well. Just waits for the magazine to empty. Like Hell Ranger has to play on spamming, right? Because there's a Viper ult, there's Viper smoke. Hell Ranger has to spam. He has to spam a lot. So you can just kind of wait for his bullets to run out and peek him. That's what they do. It's fantastic. Alright. Skip ahead, full buy. G tries to work on aiming again. Again, like I would say, don't work from belts. Try to work from main. Try to smoke off pipes. And try to kill this guy here. Most of the time, some guy would peek this or some guy would peek heaven. Or pipes, sorry. And your job as an attacker is to force these guys back without getting killed. And if someone is able to do this, then you're already doing your job badly as an attacker. So they get some damage in, I think. Fall back. A ranger gets damaged and healed. Yeah, sad reload. I mean, it's very strategic, you know. He has to reload, he has to spam, so you can just counterplan that. Alright, standard ult, trying to take the site. I don't know if that would be enough, but where just empties the site. 5v5. If you can clear the site, I think that's pretty good, honestly. With this ult, they should pick up all of this area that they have been given. If they can do that, that's really, really good. Timing has been okay so far, but yeah, they fail to take all this area and they start taking fights before they can even get a plant. Yeah, that's where they lose. So again, you get this ult, try to save your jet dash for this, right? You clear all this area. As soon as the ult is ending, you should dash in and secure this area with some smokes, maybe one here, maybe one here, right? Maybe don't smoke this, throw a flash in here, right? And dash your jet and like give her a very, very strong angle backside. You can maintain that angle maintain all this area for a longer time. That's what you can win off of, right? But they don't capitalize on their ult enough. So all that ults, like all the Killjoy ults, it's more or less useless because you only get as much space with it as you would normally get. Okay, they don't even get a plant. The plant gets lost in nest, so you don't win that. It's fair. Wait, never mind. Hell Ranger made like a massive outplay. Holy shit! How does he pick this? What the fuck? I think Fancy doesn't know that the spike has been dropped on K10. That is insane. That is insane, man. Like that's can't believe they get away with this. I mean, of course, it's a read on the other side as well, because you know, as soon as Hell Ranger uses his ult, but I love to see this. Pretty good play from Hell Ranger. The retake is coming very, very slow, so this I don't know why they're doing this smoke. We're just slowing them down. All right, one person spotted behind yellow. Use some utility, you can clear that. Other on heaven, like on boxes, so pretty standard positions. Good try from G. Very good try, I would say. All right, I think we have an eco round here. I'm just gonna try to run through this a little bit. They try to work on A side a little bit. No push on mid, just an A stack, like A stack push. So this round depends entirely on how much SK Rossi can kill and how much space they can control. And Fancy doesn't even give them any fights. Okay, this is good. All right, one more kill and you can win this. This wall is better. Okay, so now they're doing a lot better. Like this wall is a lot better. They're playing under here. Rossi gets a pick from here. This is very good gameplay. This is what I've been asking from them like for so long. I'll look away and they get too close. I don't know how. All right, so one from a flank, right? Yeah, and that's bad. That's bad timing on SK Rossi. You can't blame him for that. Just a flash push. Okay. He should have died here. Something that I've been seeing a lot is like global esports is just not expecting flash pushes. It's like it feels like they're not ready for a KO on the other team. They haven't stopped and thought, okay, there is a KO on another team. We should play anti-flash a little bit more. But it's a bit unfortunate. Unfortunate timing on both. Like Acerola, good flank, but it should have been caught. Bad timing on SK Rossi. It really sucks to see. It's the last round, I think. 9-12. Let's see. Full buy, full buy. Mid push and B push a little bit. Skills get killed with an A push, right? This is what I mean. It's like when you're defaulting on this map, really, it's a very, very good idea to take contact here early. So you have some idea of how the defenders are playing this side. You know, if you don't have that information, you can get caught off guard like Skills does here. That's really bad. Kabak should have died here as well, but luckily he doesn't, I think. Still fighting this somehow. I don't know what's going on here. Kappa still has the spike. They take a fight. Nothing here. They just full rotate. Trying to take the site. Good molly from him. So it just stops this. He can clear everything. Just holds his position. Gets re-peeked from Rossi with a very good timing, I guess. Right. Rossi also kills these guys in the mid, which is perfect. Like, you really want to mark this push. This push is insanely strong. तो बहुत अच्छा peek है, I think Rossi के लिए. Rossi gets two here. Again, El Ranger just stopping this. This is the main push you want to stop. Okay. Kitchen control भी ले लिया इन्होंने. It's nice. But just main की fight, just no man की fight नहीं जीत पा रहे हैं, which is fair. थोड़ी difficult fight भी है वो. Mm, Jessican dies a little bit. And let's see. That's okay. Lucky. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, it's pretty good. All right. I'm gonna take a small break. I'm gonna pee and I'll come back. All right. And then we'll finish this up. My mic is off. There we go. Okay. Right. Let's try to wrap this up. Let's watch the last few of the rounds and figure out what exactly went wrong with GE. See, 10-12, they can still win. I think they'll take a timeout. Fancy has a timeout here, which is honestly a really good time for taking a timeout. They have like they can just full buy here, honestly. If like four people can buy, I think they're standing in a very good, strong position. This guy has his ult after one orb, so they can just take this time out, plan out their next round, and just win off of that. This is also a good time to stop GE's like aggression. This is a good time for like GE should utilize this time and have a counter strat ready. Like do something that is unexpected. That's your job as an attacker when the defenders take a timeout. This is when you should do something totally unexpected. But I think we're just gonna go for an A push here from GE. Yeah, standard A push. They take mid control again. They just break this utility piece of utility here. The KO does. So mid control is more or less gone. They can start working on mids. There's a drone and a push coming in here. The drone can be heard. And there's a tag here. So okay. Again, GE gets the site for free, but they don't really take all of it. So they make the same mistake that they did earlier. Um, I don't know. Okay, solid pick. Dashes here. Doesn't have an option anymore, honestly. Maybe he could have dashed here before the patch, but he just dashes here. It's not safe, really. So that position isn't exactly safe to play in. Um, maybe you want to play with from some other position next time. Post plant. Okay, so the trade comes in. Um, okay, good pick from Golu here. Shouldn't peek again. Like I don't know, man. Like I see this all the time in. This happens in especially in Southeast Asia, but in India it happens a lot. People like to chain their kills. So chain killing is something like we saw this in the first round with the SK Rossi as well. There's no room for chain killing in a professional game, like not at 10-12. All right. So chain killing is kind of like, okay, I got one kill. I'm gonna immediately challenge the second guy. All right, because once you get this kill here, right, like you know there's gonna be a guy here. You're not supposed to challenge them. Get this kill, try to fall back a little bit, right? Um, let's see, you have this area to fall back. Yeah, that can be created for this guy, right? But if if the sage doesn't just peek here, he can at least buy more time, if not get another kill later. Of course, the second guy is playing with the first person that you killed. Like you have to assume that at this level, most players would play in pairs, right? Like one guy and another guy just covering for him and trying to trade him out, right? So you can't just swing on them because they're obviously ready for you, right? So he just dies this. They do a little fake to pop the swarms. This wraparound that Hell Ranger is doing is fantastic, by the way. Would be unexpected, honestly speaking. Um, you should save a little bit more util to kind of push into this, but it's still fine because I don't know how much denial they still have. GE has. So this retake is kind of okay. The tank one dies to it. The third one is whatever. Okay, Skulls gets a kill. Pretty nice, actually. Let's go. 11 12, pretty good. Again, post plant is fine. The retakers can take this area a bit more. Post plant positions are fine, but they should play a bit more aggressive. Rossi shouldn't be playing in this position. He should play in tradable positions or places where he can escape from, at least dash out of. For free every time, but never capitalize on it. You're exactly right, yeah, Shishwam. That's half the reason why they're not doing well on A side. Using same wall, same plant, yeah, I know. Reckoning doing, how's Reckoning doing? Reckoning is doing well. The practice has been nice. We lost a couple of players actually. Like Smokey had to go, Pixels had to go for some work at home, family reasons and stuff. So for like half a month, maybe 20 days, we couldn't practice, but we're back in form now, so I think it's nice. We're not practicing as much as we want to, but we want to practice a lot more than most teams do, so that's kind of fair. All right, let's see this round as well. Standard ult from Isin. Most of the teams would do like an ult here on Vipes if they have a Viper ult, right? And for that, the counterplay is to updraft as a jet and then kill the Viper, right? And the counterplay to that is keep a person on headshot box and mark this. I think we'll see this here. Because G should be expecting like a Viper ult here, but on A side. But okay, never mind. So they do push belts, but of course the Viper ult is coming on B side. The drone comes in to get some information, which is nice. They spots the jet. That's very, very massive information because you can tell like most of the G is probably playing here now. I'm probably trying to work on A site. Let me see. Right, so all information is through. Very, very slow gameplay from G, which I'm not a very big fan of. Okay, because Fancy is running on lower economy than you. They barely have a buy, honestly speaking. Um, I suppose they're waiting for a push coming in from Fancy, but they almost never do that. So it's kind of a bad read. Now, of course, they have an ult going on here, and they don't need to push you for picks because they have map control instead, right? So if we're just sitting here default, like बस बैठे हैं अपन की push आएगा इन लोगों का fancy का, that's a bad read. Like map control है, क्यों करेंगे ये push लोग? Like stack करेंगे ना, A side stack करेंगे और दूसरे दूसरा साइड मैप कंट्रोल पे खेलेंगे. अभी इनको ये करना चाहिए कि मे बी ड्रोन करके ये अल्ट खाली कर दें. If you can clear this ult with a drone, which you can most of the time, map control खत्म हो जाता है दूसरी टीम का. And now you have an advantage on guns and you have an advantage on map control. Right? Yeah, Overwatch 2 announcement. Yes, I tried to register for it as well, like the Overwatch 2 beta. Hopefully I get in. But is there any hope for a new Overwatch from Blizzard? I'm keeping my hopes very low, man. Honestly, I don't want to get my hopes up. I don't trust their developers too much. Anyway, तो slow खेलने का मतलब नहीं. I think we're just wasting time right now. This is pretty good play from this. Like so, as soon as the smoke comes in, you want to throw in an alarm bot and slide it. Like same चीज मैं बोलूँगा कि skills को करनी चाहिए थी defense पे पर इसके alarm bots like बार बार break हो रहे थे. Right. Hello Lex, how are you doing, bro? It's pretty solid, honestly. Maximum capitalization. Take a drone out, I mean, you're pushing A side, you're getting information. It's like ये सब पहले से पता होना चाहिए जी को. I know they haven't used drones and recon and stuff, but like all these things should be obvious already. Fine, push with the drone, but at least push with it, you know? Like they're just looking for information. Like again, they're gonna take another 10, 20 seconds to decide what to do with their full buy. They've just lost some time so far. See, now you've given up your shit. Like Jet ka dash bata diya, and now you don't have access to like dashing in on capitalizing on kills. Full rotation aa gaya. Like look at this, the chamber is already ready for a new push. Their positions are so good. Like look at this, these guys are committed to the site, you know. And, like they have shitty guns, and you can tell like this guy has the only rifle in the game. He's playing aggressive, is gonna try and get a kill and then fall back, right? That's what I was asking from GE when they were defending. This guy's in a decent position. Like कभी कभी clear होता है ये area, कभी नहीं होता है. तो it's pretty nice. But
मिड पर हैं
40 seconds बचे हैं and I'm really
भाई बच्चों
getting
का खत्म हो
concerned
चुका है
कि
30
अभी तक कुछ
सेकंड
play
बच
नहीं
चुका
है
है
IG
एनीको तो
की
वहां
तरफ
पर
से।
जाना तो इस समय सवाल नहीं रहेगा बट 30 सेकंड बचे
30 सेकंड बचे हैं now they've shown कि हाँ obviously अब इस साइड पे आएंगे 30 सेकंड में कैसे
जॉनी
चेंज
30
करेंगे।
सेकंड के अंदर ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स को कुछ भी करके घुसना है पहली चुनौती एस रोला यहाँ पर बन जाते हैं जिनके पास
And then they
फैंटम है
try to do
ऑलराइट
their
कारण आया
execute
हुआ जरूर
and
लेकिन एक एक करके
yeah, so this guy who was in a good position just counter pushes them pretty
कोशिश
solid.
को डाउन किया जा रहा है
I think
किलर्स
he
आते हैं
flashes
जिनके
as
पास
well.
फैंटम है ऑलराइट करके घुसना है पहली
I
चुनौती
want to see if
एस
this guy
रोला यहाँ
flashes
पर
or
बन
not.
जाते
Yeah.
हैं
Okay. तो जैसे ही इसका push आया, जैसे ही इसका flash आया, इनका execute आता है, वैसे ही counter flash करके this guy just pushes these guys. Alright, that's all you need at 20 seconds, 26 seconds, you know. Like अगर ये player एक या दो kills को लेके मर जाता है, that's all you need क्योंकि अब इनके पास time की problem आ जाती है. Now you have to get in a plant and you have no time.
जिनके पास फैंटम है ऑलराइट पैरानोया हुआ
I don't
जरूर
think the dash was a misclick. I think he got spotted, and to stay alive, he had to dash away.
था लेकिन एक एक करके प्लेयर्स को डाउन किया जा रहा है
Right. Pipes भी check नहीं कर पाए क्योंकि I think drone किया था इन्होंने तब खाली था. I'm not sure.
किलर्स
या फिर
किलर्स
drone टूट गया था
किलर्स
पीछे से.
प्लेयर्स को टेक डाउन करके
It's
बाकी
really
काम अब
bad.
आईजी ने किया
I
है
want to see this round
रेड
again, but
रेंजर
it's
इज
really,
द
really bad.
लास्ट वन सर्वाइविंग इन अ वन
Again, same push. Like you use a Sova ult and then push with it. I don't see this enough in
ऑन मोर
India. बहुत difficulty से करते हैं India में. I don't think करते हैं हम लोग ज़्यादा.
एक एक
पर
करके
I want to see this
को
again.
आते हुए प्लेयर
तो
इन्फो लेने की कोशिश कर रहा है या
alright.
नहीं यहाँ पर
तो
होल्ड ड्रोन पहले
okay, तो drone ही खराब किया है इसने. I don't know.
कंटेस्टेंट को यहाँ पर आ रहा
Um, so the drone should go a little bit higher. Just say ये अंदर का भी check हो जाए, right? And then he can immediately check everything outside of it. It's fair to try to check this smoke, honestly. क्योंकि फिर plays बन जाते हैं उधर
यहाँ
से.
पर का होल्ड ड्रोन
But this is kind of really weird, you know?
पहले
It's clearing the smoke with the drone like he's a player, not a null drone.
लोकेशन डार्ट से इन्फो लेने की कोशिश की बाकी अब धीरे धीरे जाने की कोशिश है उन्होंने
Hmm.
डैश करके पीछे की तरफ को आते हुए प्लेयर्स बट अब आप देखिए हेल्ड रेंजर को मिड पर है
Okay,
वाइपर
yeah, I
की
don't know
खत्म
what
होने
these
वाला है
shock
डिफेक्टर
darts are
निकल
doing
चुका है
anymore.
एनीको तो वहां पर जाना तो इस समय सवाल
It's a
नहीं रहेगा
बता
30
दिया है.
सेकंड बचे
Like,
हैं जॉनी 30
just want
सेकंड
to
के
check
अंदर
why.
ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स को कुछ भी करके घुसना है पहली चुनौती एस रोला यहां पर
Right,
सेकंड
तो
के
यहाँ
अंदर
पे तो रुक ही गया है.
बट अब आप
इसका
देखिए
like
हेल्ड
रॉसी क्या कर रहा है इधर? I want to know.
और डैश करके पीछे की लोकेशन डार्ट से इन्फो लेने की कोशिश की बाकी अब यहाँ पर का होल्ड ड्रोन पहले लोकेशन डार्ट से इन्फो
Yeah, I'm not sure. Honestly, Curious Nadashki, I think he spotted this guy, um, Killers, and to stay alive, he fought back. But I don't know.
और
Maybe
डैश
misclick.
करके पीछे की
It
तरफ को
looks
आते हुए
very
प्लेयर्स बट
confused.
अब आप देखिए हेल्थ तो
But yeah, the rest of it is
ऑलराइट
just very
पैरानोया
obvious.
हुआ
You know,
जरूर
like they try to do an execute outside of a smoke. They do flashes, get counter flash and pushed. Pretty solid, right? This area doesn't get checked. Again, the reason why they're losing is they don't play the time well. They don't play their buy well, right? Like they have this massive economic advantage and they don't want to play it well. Like they're just playing a default here, thinking that the other team doesn't have enough economy, so they will push you, but they don't have to when they have a Viper ult coming on, you know? So just bad strategy here. I think
जरूर था
otherwise
लेकिन
is
एक एक करके
okay.
प्लेयर्स को डाउन किया जा रहा है किलर्स 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 प्लेयर्स को टेक डाउन कर चुके हैं बाकी काम हाइजी ने किया है
C9 versus Guard. I
हेल्ड
haven't
रेंजर
watched it
इज
yet, but okay. I'm just gonna try to end this here. Icebox, what it looks like. Final thoughts on Icebox GE. They don't play it trash, honestly. They're not playing trash. Uh, People are in form, which is nice to see. Like SK Rossi is in form. He's not playing the best of his game, but he's not like throwing the game either. Uh, Major complaint I have. They just removed Viper and replaced it with an Omen, so they lose map control like massively right away. Right, it's bad composition. They haven't updated their composition. You don't need Killjoy on this map anyway, but they have enough strategies with her ults. They think it's still strong. All of those strategies with the Killjoy ults they're pretty weak. You know, they're easy to counter. Like I said, like this Killjoy ult was nice when you get like full A side control, but it's not worth it if you can't capitalize on it. But the thing is, even if you do want to capitalize on it, it's very, very difficult and very punishable. Um, Retake Killjoy ult is not that strong. B side Killjoy ult is just pretty garbage. So Killjoy, they should replace it. they're not changing their comp. Still running old strats as in like 3 months, 4 months old. Like literally, you ran this thing in champions like over like not champions in 2021. You did the same thing in 2021 at the same stage. Obviously, you're gonna get countered. They haven't adjusted to the new map, right? So they're this yellow change, this change on the site. They haven't adjusted to any of this, so I think that's why they're losing here. It's not like they couldn't have won because 11-12, like despite all of these flaws, very winnable, right? So yeah, I think they can do a lot better. Don't know why they lose the next map. We'll probably see that tomorrow. I think I'll also want to watch the rest of the maps, the other games as well. Like I think Fantasy United and then Griffin one. I really want to watch this one as well. I'll do that tomorrow. I have to go now. I think it's 10 p.m. and I have to go. So it's nice doing this water review. Thank you for coming here. I'll definitely try to do more of this. It's really helpful for me, and I think it's really helpful for the community. I feel like someone needs to do these. I don't see a lot of people doing reviews and analysis, so I'll try to do more of this. But I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys for coming tonight. Hope you have a good night. Saturday night, you guys should go and enjoy a little bit. I'll see you guys later.